It was on sale during the big winter sale that we just had. Love watching the snow pile up and watching silly people trying to drive in the blizzard for no reason. Want to crash their car. Be like, ha ha, you're so silly, you fool. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of funny, I guess. How much snow do you normally get, Vaki? I'm curious. Obviously, being in Finland, you probably get tons of the stuff usually. Can't get no sleep. Actually, this was me last night. I couldn't sleep at all, man, last night. I felt really bad. I think I got a slight sore throat. Don't know why. I've not really been out at all. I've not gone out in the public. Been a little hermit. Right, so today is Training Tuesdays. It means if you've got the replay, I will go and give you analysis. Right, here we got here then. We've got... Right, let's see. QQ is Q. Let's see, you here. Let's see if he's here. Let's see if Horizon's online as well. He's got a Company Heroes 1 replay. 2 replay, rather. What do you think is your average ELO in this community? Average ELO of everyone that watched? Yeah. Is that what you're asking? Probably average, you know. I think most people seem to be about average level. Oh, what a tune! No more. Baby, don't hurt me. Hey guys, how are we doing today? Yeah, so lots of snow last few days. Most snow. I think it's the actually. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is probably the most snow I've personally ever seen living in the UK. I've probably seen more when I was in Hokkaido, Japan, But the amount of snow that I've seen fall in the last few days, where I live specifically, is probably the most. Like the only other time I can remember this much snow was probably when I was at school, probably 2010. Around then, I think. But that cleared up within like a day or two. This is actually stuck around for a couple of days, and there's more snow predicted on the way. Yeah, it's predicted to snow until probably 5 o'clock this morning. 5 o'clock Wednesday morning. And then Friday. Thing is, it's saying it's going to sleet, but then it also says it's going to snow. Today it says it was going to sleet, but it's pretty much snowed all day. Saturday, more snow. Sunday, probably when it's going to turn to rain. Yeah, Saturday is probably when it's going to finish. This coming Saturday, but still probably the most snow we've ever had in my lifetime, I think. Something magical about snow. It just completely transforms the scenery and everything. It's so nice. No more. Hey, Horizon. Yes, you've submitted a game. Hello, buddy. Let's see. You are here. You're the first person here, and you're watching on YouTube. Fantastic. Let's get your replay downloaded and in Company Heroes soon. You'll be first up because you're first come, first served. Let's go. Right. You had no snow? Right, was it documents, mug games, Company of Heroes to playback. Find the file I've just downloaded. Fun with German infantry. And we will launch code 2. Valerium fan, how are you doing? Good afternoon, good sir. How are you? This replay isn't as good as your last one. Well, you are here to learn. That's the whole point. You see where you went wrong. Give you feedback, and hopefully you'll do better. What's up, Sonny? The best coach. Oh, that's kind of you to say. Thank you so much. Hey, Emperor. Did you see the latest short I put out? I linked you on the Shred Discord. Did you see it? What am I wearing? I am wearing like a nice, like hoodie kind of comfy jumper thing. Be nice and cozy. Because it's freezing. It's literally freezing outside, boys. Right, here we go. We'll load this replay in a second. What is love? Right, are we ready? Let's turn the tunes down. We'll put in the game music on.
Pioneers awaiting orders.
Right, everybody hear that okay? Everybody got the game audio working fine? Alright, let me just quickly go live on the TikTok as well. Make sure that's going up.
Ready for assignment.
Let's just pause the game here. Go with hands. Go live. Right, so for those wondering, we do Company Heroes 2 and Company Heroes 3. You know, I cover both games. There's a bit of sale. I'm kind of curious how many more people have actually picked up Company Heroes just in general, Co 1, 2, or 3, because they're all great games. So, yeah, so we're going to be watching our Horizon in this game. Let me switch the scene over. Hey, Iceman. Hans, could you do a little analysis of how 5-man Grand Squads work compared to LMG upgrades after this, please? Oh, so you're talking about okay, so you're going for veteran squad leaders, are you here? That's actually pretty good because I think you get the free healing, don't you, with veteran squad leaders, which I really like, if I remember right. Yeah, I kind of think I prefer veteran squad leaders to just standard 4-man Grens with LMGs because of the increased survivability. I think they also perform pretty well as well compared to just a 4-man LMG squad as well. So, but the only issue is you're locking yourself into a doctrine, a commander forward to get that kind of thing. But we'll see how this goes. Co-1 opposing fronts. Oh, that was good. That was good. Yeah, the Panzer Elite campaign in Co-1 opposing fronts was a lot of fun. No, the healing isn't free. Why did I think that then? Again, I haven't played this commander and specifically German infantry squads in a couple of years. I'm not even going to lie to you. So I would need to, yeah, play around with it real quick myself. But I think that is the case. But yeah, anyway. Right then. Are we all ready, guys? Here we go. Off we go. And do I have the right scene on KO2 vertical scene? That's not the right one. That one doesn't work either. We'll just go with general vertical on that scene there. And let's go. So we are watching our horizon here. Jacoby says, no replay for me this week. Gonna try and get one where I've thrown everything together you'd recommend. I'm still slow on bits. Okay, that's fine, Jacoby. It's all good. You know, you don't always have to submit a replay every week. It's completely up to you if you want to submit one. You know, I'm not pressuring people to put on replays. I'll be here most Tuesdays here for you guys to get some advice. And I'll help try and give you guys some, tips and stuff on how to improve on Company Heroes. So we're watching right now our Horizon in Company Heroes 2. He's playing as the Austere or the Wehrmacht. Going for a double Pioneer opening. Building cover while capping is always recommended. Especially in KO2, because you can cap and build at the same time. Okay, you've spotted some combat engineers. Let me turn the fog of war on so I can only see it from your perspective, so I know exactly how to, because if I'm going to feel like I'm cheating if I look at the other person's perspective here.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Okay, so he's capturing this. You can tell it's a conscript squad because it's got the sandbag down.
It is ours. Grenadiers.
We have liberated the objective.
Only issue here is that you haven't really gone for your high fuel early. Might delay you in tech a little bit. You can see your opponent's already got a 23 fuel income. You've got 16. Yeah, that was a bit risky. You could have stopped building that and kept on shooting you here. So, should be wiring off the cover here. Yeah. Probably should just close the distance here and just force his squad off the field, and
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
so you can get capping on your fuel point because you've severely been delayed in capping your fuel right now. Don't need 2 squads here.
We claimed it for the fatherland.
Gren coming out. I think these guys are kind of a bit low. I do kind of feel like it would be nice to get a heal going in, but I mean, this time I feel like because they're 2 pioneers, they get attacked at range by maybe 1 or 2 conscript squads, they'll lose and be forced off the field very quickly. So, yeah, I wouldn't be doing double build. Like, one could cap this point here, and the other one could be wiring. They're going to get shot now while building. I've seen them coming in, so you've got 1 flamethrower. Okay, that's going to help them in case they get, so him closing the distance there is a bad idea with the flamethrower in play.
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry.
So here's where I probably would try and maybe retreat back.
Enemy is taking
I
our
don't,
territory.
I'm trying to remember. Does the 250 in this game heal? I think if the 250 is garrisoned, your units might heal inside. Again, I would need to test it, but if there's any way for you to heal your troops, you should be trying to prioritize it at the moment because they're quite low. As soon as they get into engagement, they're going to drop a couple of models, which is not good for you. And you're being a bit passive. Could be capping while fighting here. But cover, probably want to be on the... no, you do want to try and get the decap there, so that's fine.
A sector.
They're taking up... No, you get the 250 out first.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Oh, mate. And that's why you always want to get out the backside of the building rather than the front. Oh, he lost a conscript squad there. Oh, my God. But you see how he had that... The conscript squad was on the field at half health, guys? No, you shouldn't be doing that. That squad should be able to back the base. Not even involved in that fight, healing up. And he also got out the wrong side of the building. If you want to get outside the building, you want to press tab, right-click the side you want to get out of. He just jumped out in the dangerous side and lost the squad.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Right, so you're back at base for your squads, so I'd be getting tier 2 built as well as your med bunker right now.
The territory is out of contact.
You probably want to hide behind so you're not in line of sight here. He does see you moving around here, and he is changing target. No, he's going to swap around. This is a bit risky trying to do a wide flank like this. And overextended as well. You got no vision around here, no mines. I think to cover your retreat, which is I'm a bit concerned about. It's very slow once you got back to base to get all these things done.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Probably could have just backpedaled then, to be fair. But yeah, he's on your cutoff now.
Enemy has broken our supply lines. Elite training underway. New units are ready to deploy. Our opponents are seizing.
Okay, so you've gone for some stormtroopers here. I think for you at this point, you've got 30 fuel in the bag. You probably just want to you want to be getting a 222 out over getting the stormtroopers here.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Because the stormtroopers aren't going to really do you that much here at this point in the game. I'm not sure what you're doing with this 250 as well. Not the best micro on this. You've lost a lot of tempo right now. Your opponent is sending their squads out, capping a lot of territory. You've got maybe 25% map control right now. And it's because you've been very slow to get your bunker built, get the healing done. You need you could be repairing here while healing at the same time. So you're just very, very slow to do stuff, you know, from what I'm seeing at the moment. Not capping this. So you just got to speed up. So far is what I would say. Speed up on trying to do everything. Lots of downtime, unnecessary downtime. Like this Stormtrooper squad probably should just cap this, retreat back, heal up, then come again, get on the field. I want to see you pressure this cutoff and deny your opponents all their resources on the left-hand side here now.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Make sure they get healing for free at Vet 1, these guys. They can pop heals for free, if I remember right. Are you in an ad? Am I an ad? No. I am playing Company Heroes, not like I normally do. Or rather, I'm giving some feedback on a Company Heroes game. Good little flank. Maybe get your squads to the retreat path there. Potential rifle grenade opportunity here if you were quicker to move in. This opportunity then a rifle grenade and retreat. You didn't really bother going for it at all. So your opponent's doing a good job at constantly disconnecting your resources. Well, I think you might want, like, you know, one unit floating around the mid to give you vision of this area so you know if someone's going to come for your cutoff. Unnecessary getting too close to get AT grenaded there, but I guess you could, you know, there's only the one squad there, so you can kind of eat that. But you don't know what else is here. There could be another conscript squad coming through the fog of war and then following up with another AT grenade and wiping that 250. You don't know that because you've got no vision around here. So you're playing kind of risky. Capping forward. You need to be capping on the edge here. You're going to get suppressed out here on negative cover. Careful, you might burn yourself. Yeah, again, another conscript squad could come through here. So you're doing a really bad job of, like, getting vision in the center of the map at the moment. You're really exposing yourself to getting flanked. If I was against you, I'd be prepping to try and wipe squads and retreat by coming through the, you know, the flanking center route here. Pioneers are going to die here, unfortunately. Yeah, and this is just because, you know, he's got the tech lead on you because of the... He's just done it better on the map control here. You are getting a pack gun out, which is right. Should be pushing forward here to get past the MG before it sets up. Unfortunately, he just retreats. So, you know, you see the T70 should be backing away. So this is where I would be expecting you possibly to put down a telemine here to bait him to try and chase you. You had maybe a chance that you looked slightly off the munitions to do it, but that could have been something you did. Might get another shot here. Slowing him down a little bit. Now the T70 is crippled for a moment. It's somewhat safe to go cap the left because it's going to have to repair it and then you might be able to get the cap. You should try and prepare for your units to be chased down. Here we go, look. So yes, your Grens here, they do have the healing for free. I'm hovering my mouse cursor over it. It doesn't say it costs munitions, so you can click that and then pop it on your own squad to heal them up. So you can be healing, you know, when you are playing this, you know, with veteran squad leaders, you can heal your Grens for free on the field.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
This is Company Heroes 2, yep. Today we're doing replay analysis from and feedback on Code 2 and Code 3. So you need to toggle off the hold fire. Missed opportunity to get some DPS in there. Sitting in a Molotov as well. T-70 should be repaired by now, so this is dangerous. It could come around the side here. You're fortunate you got away with that conscript kill because that squad was on hold fire. That I had plenty of time to retreat. Double Sauce Trooper. I'm not Sauce Trooper and Stormtroopers. I'm not really sure about. I guess you could maybe get one with the Shrek, so you've got some kind of anti-tank capability to have a bit more variety in your AT. Why are you not repairing this? You know, if a T-70 came rushing at it, you'd be in trouble. Pack's not even set up ready to deal with an incoming T-70. I hear it rolling around on the right.
Of supply are disrupted.
Yeah, I think you need I don't think it's a bad idea just to jump in this building just for a quick second, just to see what's around here. Again, you're not doing really well for your vision control here of the map. What's to stop the T-70 coming around the top end side and chasing this squad all the way back and killing it on retreat? Nothing. You've got no telemine. I guess you maybe have a grenadier that can Faust to slow it down now. But you've just, you know, got veteran squad leaders, so you're not going to have the munitions for it. Okay, you got another cheeky wipe there, so that's good. Now you need some kind of, like, maybe a second pack gun. Cover the left side. Here it comes. I can hear it through the fog of war. It just crushed the tree. If I can hear it, you can hear it in the game, so you should be thinking about, okay, where is it coming from? It's over here now. Throw it down to the south. And here we have the case of like no support for the pack guns. Isolated, yes, it missed 2 shots, but that does happen. Where are your Grens nearby to cover this? To stop a diving T-70? You've got no infantry units nearby to cover this pack gun at all. They're all off the field. And if that is the case, your pack gun shouldn't be isolated like that. Pioneers also should be retreating back as quickly as possible. The T-70 is a white machine. It's probably going to kill these on retreat. Your pack gun should be trying to push forward to try and scare off the T-70. Your infantry's there to support now. You're not trying to attempt to try and stop the chase here at all with your pack gun. Sleeping. That could have been a wipe. Easily. Better map control now. It's over here now. It's coming up. It's coming up. There you go. It's crushing that. Yeah, it's going around the back here. So I wouldn't be pushing. This is where. So you should be listening through the fog of war. You know, here, as soon as you know you kind of seeing that and hearing that T-70 rotate over, you should be backing away and like waiting for some AT capability. Because what's going to happen here is you're going to go try and cap this. The T-70 is going to like really hurt this squad. Maybe even in wipe up retreat. You've got to get nothing here to cover the retreat of this grenadier.
We are losing a sector.
It's not really worth it here. Yeah, I think if this Soviet player was better, he would have gotten right on the behind the retreat path and started chasing this squad back. The only thing I would be worried about is running into a telemine with the T-70 because it does get one shot by a telemine. So if I was this Soviet player, I'd be keeping a combat engineer with a sweeper with it as I'm trying to chase squads around. So I know I'm not going to run into any nasty telemines. But yeah, this T-70 is like dominating the battlefield, you know, forcing you off the field all the time. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you're just watching, I'm Helping Hands. I'm doing some replay analysis today and feedback from people who are submitting their replays. Bit overkill having both these squads here. Spread them out a little bit. Again, one here, get more vision of the map. Got tier 3 out now. Probably want to get a P4 soon. Yep, you're almost there, so P4 would be good. As this game, I mean, Company Heroes 2, the game we're watching right this second, this has not changed in a good few years, but the game is solid and has always done really well at this point. This is nice. Isn't it? Nice little ambush here. Keep catching this guy completely off guard. That's another squad wiped. Not sure why you retreated then.
Not let up. The enemy still has 300
Misclick. Did you mean to reverse that and not retreat these guys? You got the win. Were you worried about the T-70 coming over? Okay, so you finally got one telemine down. Careful. You know, T-70's nearby. It could detonate this telemine while you're wiring here. Uh-oh. Oh my god, how did that not detonate the telemine? Pat gun should be backed away here. T-70 could flank it right now.
The enemy is
And once again, we have the same issue where the Pat gun is completely unsupported. There's not a grenadier on the field to keep this thing covered in case something dives it. Your Grens are all off the field at the moment, so whenever that is the case, back it away. Make sure you got a unit nearby. You can see him planting a mine here. Probably want to get yourself a sweeper, or at least get your P4 to attack around that when it comes out in a minute. So I guess this is a scenario where this squad here with the SDGs isn't going to be that beneficial at long range, right? Because the SDG upgrade is generally better at close quarters. They got fully suppressed because a couple of guys in the back weren't fully in cover as well here. And maybe an LMG, you know, and these guys are probably not even returning fire here because it's the MG's so far back. So you should have just, like, as soon as you saw that MG start shooting, you should probably back to around the here, you know, the logs here, and then wait for maybe another squad to flank around the south side, or you know, just backed away and gone north or something away from this MG. Oh, my mouse cursor is being weird. So you're diving through the front, yeah. Why are you doing that? Flank round. Maybe one squad round this way, another squad round the top. Here comes the T-70, Pat gun. I think you just put another mine down. Yeah, he did. Okay, this is good. You're going to get a Faust on him. Where's your P4?
out of contact.
Completely the wrong area of the map to be able to take advantage of this crippled T-70. Oh, here comes the T-34, though. Okay, I don't think you're going to get the kill on that T-70. You have crippled it. These Grens, I'd be backing them away. You know, this squad here can activate heals on it to heal it up to full health. It's going to get burnt now at low health. Okay, probably best to retreat it before the flames come in to kill two models instantly.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Should have seen the mine get planted here. You're going to walk straight into it. Blob.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
There we go. But here's the telemine. Pat gun, you know, not going to try and chase down, but the P4 should get this anyway here, hopefully. You'll have to attack round through the hedgerow maybe here. Doesn't, okay, we'll be alright. Okay, you got the kill, so that was a good telemine position. But you're running around hitting every mine now, so you want to be getting, you know, at this point after hitting a couple of mines, sweeper. You want to be getting yourself a Pioneer squad out, getting a sweeper, making sure you're not hitting these mines.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Switzerland, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. Cheers, buddy. How you doing? So here, I'm not sure why you're not trying to attack this this Maxim here. You've got your stormtrooper squad sat here. I know you're waiting for another squad to come capture the victory point, but you could be aggressive here. You can sneak up to this point and this point, and then go around. Oh, someone's looking at my door. 1 second, guys. Hello. Oh shit! This is the wrong package. See? Dropped a parcel off, and it wasn't even for anyone living here. Oh. What's all that about? Ugh. He's like, my GPS told me come here. I'm like, no, this is not the right address. Oh, right. Anyway, right. Let's continue. Sorry. So yeah, you could be sneaking these stormtroopers to this cover, then to this cover, and then once they get to here, they could lob a grenade and then go in with a dive, and you could probably get the wipe in there. But what I would do with that squad, actually, is before I initiate the attack on this, I would do a distraction with the P4 like you have over here to maybe attack something. So your opponent's attention would be split, so they're probably going to miss the MG going down. What I didn't open it. It was not my parcel. It was for somebody else. But yeah, so missed opportunity here, Horizon, for you to come in here and use these stormtroopers. Had you done that, you probably would have seen the Ziz gun here as well. So you could have better formulated an attack plan onto this position. Because remember, cloaked units, they stay camouflaged for a short period of time after leaving camouflage. So you can hop from cover to cover with them. As long as they get back into cover within like a couple of seconds, you should be fine there. Because I can show you at the end of this. And here, you've hit a mine. You totally deserve this. You've not got a sweeper on the field. You've got plenty of manpower in the bank. I just said a few minutes ago that you should have gotten yourself a sweeper out. And when you're pushing in with vehicles, you should make sure your sweeper is pushing forward with the tanks, so you don't hit these mines. Because mines win games. You've been severely crippled right now, and you might be in trouble here. Squad, you're going to get suppressed here. This is super careless. You could have easily gone around their side then, but you just moved them forward and get them both suppressed. Oh man, that was awful.
Troops have been lost.
So awful. Now your P4 is crippled. Your pioneers are not there to be able to repair because they were involved in the combat. So if I was this guy, I'd have been trying to be aggressive with the T-34 and trying to attack your the crippled P4 here. You have got your pack gun covering maybe the retreat, but you should still be backing this away. You found one of his trucks is good.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
Yeah, you should have known. Yeah, like you've wiped like most of his infantry squads off the field. Look, he's got hardly any units left.
Panzer IV is ready for battle. The squad of pioneers has
Another mine here. What's that, number 4? Okay, you are upgrading the sweepers. Another mine here. When will you learn your lesson?
Panzer IV ready. enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So at this point, I'd put what I would do if I were you. I want to put full pressure onto this cutoff to deny all the fuel and all the resources on the left, while also maybe sending one squad round. Maybe one of the Grens that you have, I'd probably send around and do the capping on the left. But all the other forces, I'd be pushing onto this cutoff.
Down to 200 points.
To launch an attack on this cutoff first, I would jump from this building, get vision of this area, then jump this building, get vision of this whole area, see what he has there, and then maybe get a couple of units to go around the top while this squad maybe jumps out the building, goes around the side as well here. Initiate a pronged attack. Why is this squad sitting idle? Could be attacking. You push forward with your infantry squads here without your pack gun and your Panzer IV support. Once again, hit another mine, so you're just playing this all kind of wrong at the moment.
Losing a sector.
There is a flamethrower here, and that was definitely something I would try and prioritise and grabbing quickly, because especially with your squad more focused on being on CQC with the STG upgrade, that would be really nice for them.
The sector has
Look,
been
Zizgun being found out of position here. Should be diving on that. Fortunately, you've been slightly suppressed, but you could move more around to the right here. Yeah, again, bad micro. You need to be pushing your squad further around to the right to get out of the line of fire of this machine gun, which you could easily do. Your squad can crawl away, but you're staying in the line of fire here. And then, if you moved a bit around, you could probably get a nice rifle grenade at this range as well to help do some serious damage to that clumped up Maxim. So again, just some bad micro. You did get the rifle grenade anyway, but you could probably have gotten out of the fire and been unsuppressed by now had you moved your squad round to the right. You've now done the job of forcing back that Maxim, so you should be instantly retreating after, with that much incoming tank fire. This is risky. Again, going forward, not checking for mines.
enemy
Infantry
forces are
squads,
securing our territory.
like most of your infantry is set in base, not doing anything here. I guess you sensed an opportunity because you saw how low health that T-34 was, so I kind of respect the dive. But at the same time, it is like, you could have executed this a lot better. You could have run into mines again then. Your pioneers weren't with you when you dived in, so that could have gone wrong for you easily then. Taking out the Ziz gun is good. Capturing while repairing would also be a good idea. What I would do here if I were you, I'd put one squad repairing this P4 on that point here. The other squad, we can bring the P4 to this point and get the other squad to repair that one, so you can repair and cap both points simultaneously. Let's see if you do it. Looks like you are. That's good. Pack gun's moving up. Yep, safe to move the pack gun up now on the left-hand side because you've got got units in front there. Why has this VP vanished off the face of the earth? That's weird. Careful. Pairing in combat. Prioritize tanks. Need to be shooting, 3 shots on Maxim here. Could be getting Maxim hits in there. Double blob capping, careless there. Have you re-put telemines down at all? What was the off map that you used on that? Because I see you have fragmentation bombs. That wasn't frag bombs, was it? That was dropped down there. It looked like a frag bomb drop. Maybe it was. Actually, by the. Yeah, you still got prioritized vehicles on a lot of the time here.
The new Panzer IV.
Again, concerned. You're pushing into enemy territory. Once again, they could be mines here. Your opponent has got a few tanks, so if you could easily potentially kill one of your tanks if he's able to cripple it with a mine or something here. Your pack gun is nowhere nearby to support these P4s if they were to get into trouble.
Is attempting to steal our sector.
This Gren here needs to be pushed up ready, capping this point, ready to Faust if the T-34s do decide to dive as well. Yeah, a lot of squads just sleeping right now. Yeah, not pushing you guys in cover. Two-pronged attack here. Tanks, you know, these tanks don't need to sit here. Like, this one's healthy. This one could get involved in the fight. Move round to the right so you don't get suppressed here. Focus the Maxim, get the kill on the Maxim. Try and wipe it, then blow the gun up if you can.
We have lost the machine gun crew.
Okay, Maxim has been wiped.
The adversary has slipped to 100 points. We are losing
Squad could be
a
capturing
sector.
this. Cap this, then hide the squad maybe on the cover on this side afterwards. P4's frontal armor should be facing this way towards the threat of maybe a Ziz gun. And look, yeah, there you go. It did get hit by a Ziz gun. It was showing its rear and side to that Ziz gun, so it's going to get hit harder there.
Enemy is down to 75 points.
But I think, yeah, it's pretty much the end of the game. This guy looked like he wanted to get a KV2 out or a KV8. But, yeah, I think...
Taking our territory.
Yeah, your opponent was just generally a lot worse. The double Stormtroopers have been pretty clutch, to be honest, this game, with getting some good wipes.
He has 25 points.
Hang on, let's slow this down a bit. So let's see how you're doing this attack here. Your pack gun is there. You need to turn it. This P4 is getting focused down by 3 vehicles. So this one should have... I think you kind of just A-moved everything forward here. I know the opponent's only got 20 VPs, but again, you know, if this one's got this amount of firepower, you should have pushed it this far forward. It should have gone to this point, seen the threat, backed away. These tanks then stay in the fight because they've got the flanking angle. Then, you know, pack gun should be turned around. The off-map onto the Ziz gun is the right play for sure. Do you have infantry squads getting involved here? Most of your squads are off the field. Again, why are you retreating your storms again? You got a good wipe. There's no need. That's the second time this game I've seen you needlessly retreat these squads when you did not need to. They could be useful coming in here and helping clearing up the Ziz gun if the you know, or any other infantry come in to assist. You could put maybe a Shrek on them to help get some extra damage onto the T-34s. I don't understand why you keep just retreating these guys for no reason. Need to back this one round the house. Kind of stunned yourself then. You need to focus the Ziz gun here. Focus the Ziz. Ziz is just letting you kill you. Pack gun has been turned the wrong way the entire game. This Panzer IV is going to die. Very carelessly. You could have easily... Yeah, I don't know what that was. So the pack gun... Terrible micro on the pack gun. Didn't even get a shot off, I don't think, in that whole last engagement. Facing the wrong way. You stunned yourself with your own fragmentation bomb as well, which kind of slowed you down. You didn't focus the number one threat, which was the Ziz gun. You could have just moved forward, killed that, and then finished off the T-34. So yeah, you could be playing a lot better, Horizon, in all honesty. You're making some questionable decisions. I think your multitasking needs work. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like idleness. There's a lot of units sitting around sleeping. I think you did. I mean, you had the one telemine which really paid off, but I'd like to see maybe a couple more. Your army composition, I guess, is fine. Possibly would like another maybe pack gun in the build here, just to have a bit more anti-tank capability, or maybe a Shrek on one of your stormtroopers. But yeah, you did get some good ambushes on his squads there, which really made the difference this game. You wiped most of his infantry squads with those stormtroopers. But why were you retreating them? I just don't get it. I really don't get why you were retreating them needlessly. Right then, what do we have next, boys? Mafiro says a Foxhole Airborne reveal is next Friday. Ooh, okay, there we go. That's cool. If I would get some more information on that, that's good. Munitions are really stretched thin. I mean, that's up to you, though. Like, you don't have to upgrade every single one of your squads to the 5-man Gren. you know, for veteran squad leaders that early, right? You don't need to do that. That's on you. You could save some munitions to get another talent mine down in a key location if you think that's going to be more beneficial to you. It's completely on you if you decide to do these upgrades. Like later on, obviously, you probably want to get all those upgrades, but early game, you've got to be strict with yourself and thinking, right, you know, what's the number one thing is causing me issues? It's this T70. What do I do to kill a T70? Have a mine down. Maybe set some munitions aside so I can Panzerfaust it if I get a good opportunity to Panzerfaust it. Right. Dectroist, how you doing, buddy? What's you said hands with a question mark. What's going on, bud? You got a question for me? Right then, let's think about what we want to do next, boys. Let's see. Do we have? So today is replay analysis day or replay reviews. You guys send your replays and give you feedback. Elko, like QQ is still not here, but we do have another replay here from Elko. Elko's got a game here. Tips for Vermont this patch. He's asking. Sweet shit. We'll do that right next. That's for Company Heroes 3. So let's go do that. Documents. My games. Company Heroes 3. Playback. Got the replay, throw it in there, and launch code 3. Here we go. Yeah, and Horizon, your vision control is bad. Like, you're not jumping into buildings to see what threats are ahead of you, to see where enemies, because not only will you know if enemies are there, but you'll also know if they're not there. And if they're not there, they'll probably be elsewhere on the map, and that'll give you an idea of where you need to maybe move your units to prepare for an assault or something like that, right? You need to be jumping in and out of buildings frequently, and this goes for anybody in any kind of map. If you're not going to stay there for long, just jump in, jump out straight away. Takes a split second, and you generally can do that before your opponent has a time to, I don't know, destroy the building, or, you know, even for a flamethrower that even might be next door there to start burning, because you're in and out within a split second, and in that split second you can gain that vision, which will give you some really important information about how to then deal with the next potential engagement that you might have. I don't see enough people around, kind of like, you know, low-level average players, even some high-level people don't do it enough. But you'll see the super high-level, you know, people will be jumping in and out of buildings to get that vision, to get that information on their opponent. Right. So what we got here? We've got Elko. Are you in chat right now? Elko. Elko's here. Right. Let's do it. Here we go. Okay, we're going to watch from Elko's perspective. Go, Elko's perspective. Okay, so it's a 4v4 on Red Bull Express. No, this is not Red Bull Express. This is... What map is this? It's that new one. I forget the name of it. But I don't think it's a bad map, actually. I'm not generally a massive fan of these tank traps and sensor, because they're kind of slow movement down. But I do like this map, actually. It's quite nice. A nice new addition, I think, to the 4v4 map pool. Right, so watching Elko, and we're going to give him feedback on his gameplay right now. Here we go. What's with that Nebelwerfer barrage at the start that we hear? That's sometimes the beginning of a match. I wonder if that's a bug or something. Or if it's an audio noise just to make sure people, if they are AFK when they're loading in, they kind of lets them know they're there. Hey Logan, I'm good, buddy. How you good, man? What's up, Genesis? The worst thing that can happen in a situation is the other player is paying attention to that building as well and waiting to blow it up. That could be the case, but honestly, that's all about, you know, if you've seen combat engineers nearby, you know, you need to figure out if your opponent has the ability to have demos. If that is the case, then that changes things. Maybe jumping into a building is a bad idea because of that being a possibility. But if it's not a possibility, then you can do it freely. But that is a good point you have raised, Genesis. That is something that players need to be mindful of when jumping in and out of buildings. You need to be thinking about, like, where have those combat engineers been? You know, have they been over there recently? Have you seen them in that area? If so, you got to be wary. Anyway, let's talk about Elko and his gameplay here. We're watching Company Heroes 3 match with Elko playing Vermont. He's gone for a Kettenkrad and Grenadier opening. So on this map, this +10 fuel is pretty important to try and control. There's a lot of green cover, though, to contest this point. So once you've capped it, you can then have like a machine gun set up on these sandbag areas, in one of these trenches to lock this area down. So it is kind of important to maybe get the early cap on this. I probably would have prioritized capturing this with your Kettenkrad over maybe the your Pioneers, potentially. Because +10 fuel is more important than a +5 munitions point.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle.
Okay, I like you using your Kettenkrad. You popped his vision mode just to see if there's any threats around. Right, you've now seen that there's a scout over there, so you can potentially engage that.
Enemy infantry! Scheiße!
Second Grennan build. So here, if I were you, it looks like the DAC player here has got this under control. You can rotate maybe over to the right. I can see that your teammate is being double teamed on the right, so you're going to get double teamed on the right if you don't do anything at this point. Oh, you've gone over forward. You've already spotted a tunnel. Brooke Krypton, thank you so much for the 15 months, dude. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, focus that. You should be focusing the sappers. They do the most damage here. Nice little decap, though. I like that. You got the resources decapped here. But yeah, here's where you're going to get double teamed. Bit of a float right now. 400 manpower. Should have bought yourself your next unit here. What you could have done here... Yeah, that was careless then. You remember, Grens have the ability to merge. You should have merged into that Pioneer squad to keep that Pioneer squad in the fight right then, and you didn't. And then you ended up losing the squad. Grenade being lobbed. Yeah, you need a machine gun. Just you're fortunate that the flamethrower did drop. Getting machine gun out now, but that should have been built sooner.
MG-42 and crew available.
Grenade. Please dodge. Got a wipe. That's good. So I'd bring your machine gun to maybe here and lock down this flank, because they're pushing quite hard through this flanking angle right now. Kettenkrad should be pushed around here, looking down this way for vision. Okay, you've gone tier 3, getting your half truck out.
Withdrawing infantry. Panzer Grenadier replacements on the...
Can the flamethrower do friendly fire? Yeah, a little bit. Not much, as how much damage it will do to enemies, but it will do a bit of damage.
Panzer Grenadier squad standing by.
So you don't want to be sitting, you know, have your own unit sit next to an enemy unit that you're burning, because otherwise you will take a bit of friendly fire damage here. So you can see here your MG is now out, but all your infantry is off the field now. And if you had your MG sooner, your MG would have been in the earlier fights here, helping you fight this back. And now, because of your late build and your machine gun, they've now routed your, the whole Axis force really over here. This guy's overextending, keeping this squad in the fight for some reason. So that's a waste of a unit. You should be moving this guy forward to this position, get yourself vision, because you don't want to be pushing forward your MG without knowing what's behind here. This is seriously risky right now. Okay, you are moving your Kettenkrad forward for vision, so that's good. Set it up maybe around here. You got some PGs, that'll help. Seems you cancelled the half jack here. To be honest, the Stummel would be pretty good. Getting flanked here. A little bit late on reaction here. You might get away. You need to turn your MG quickly. Yeah. And your MG, unfortunately, because again all your infantry was routed earlier, it was a bit unsupported. You had no infantry squad there to cover the flank. So your MG is now going to be off the field, and you have to wait a while now for that to come back on the field. All the while, now the Allies are getting more map control. Now they have the field control as well, so they're just going to snowball, right? You need to try and get all your troops together to then make a play. You're kind of going in piecemeal at the moment, which is not successful. PGs, don't fight the you know, you got to wait now, unfortunately. You got to wait until you've got a bit more forces here.
Panzergrenadiere have been deployed to the front.
You could have stayed. This is green cover here. You can stay here. You've got 2 squads versus here. These guys are already beaten up. Just got to be wary of grenades. You will win this fight if you pay attention here. Okay, you got the cover here you can go to. He's going to probably turn the machine gun, push the PG squad round the side here. You're staying in the line of fire. Yeah. You're being greedy then. You try to get close to lob the grenade, but you're going to get suppressed before you lob it, so this is bad. You had time right then, Elko, to go right, walk right, get behind the MG's line of fire, and then lob the grenade. You try to rush to get the grenade early, but so you played that poorly. But looking at this, like, if you had done what I just suggested, you would probably win this engagement, because these 2 sections here have 80 rifles, and they're not as good against infantry. So you know, and you've also got the flamethrower as well in good cover. As long as this Gren focuses the sapper squad, you'd win this. But yeah, now your PGs are off. Are now routed, so you're going to do a lot worse now in this engagement. Yeah, Panzerfaust here on this truck is great. Yeah, try and focus that truck down. Keep chasing that truck. This Gren really needs to pop healing, but if there's a truck here... I'm surprised that truck didn't actually damage its engine. So at this point here, I think that truck's going to get away, so I'd back these Grens to maybe here, pop the healing on them just so they don't lose any more men. Because we click on them, we can see... Yeah, look, one guy's on 7 health, one's on 17. There you go. So, but try and pop that healing on as soon as you have the opportunity to do it. I'm looking again on this right-hand side. The blue Wehrmacht player is also once again getting double teamed. You need to try and, you know, grab these guys and push over to assist him. He's constantly fighting a 2v1 fight since you've not really been helping him this game, sadly. I mean, it is very important to make sure to get this fuel, but there's nothing really happening over here. You've got vision. There's no enemies. Go take your units to the right and help your teammate, because look, he's now been fully routed, so once again, you're going to now be double teamed on this site and probably lose engagement because you're outnumbered. You've got to try and help out your neighbour when you can.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Yeah, very passive, not doing anything. I need to see you need to rebuild your Pioneer or start getting your kit and cred to lay some mines on these flank routes, because I'm going to expect this guy to swing around and come up behind you and really punish you in a minute. Hey, so Joe, any good videos to watch to learn this game? Yeah, I've got build orders and things like that. Other content creators like Tightrope's got some good guides, and Havoc's put out some good guides recently. Stefan's not bad to watch as well for some like tip content. You need your Pioneer out to repair. Yeah, Pat Gun is definitely, you know, yeah, definitely at this point you should be thinking about getting some kind of AT, because you've got no AT. You did spy this tunnel at some point earlier on the game. You should have made an attempt at this point when you routed the opponent over here to maybe have a look for it. I think it's been killed. No, look, yeah, it looks like this guy's paid attention and is going for it. So that's good. He knew where it was. This MG position is not ideal. It could easily be flanked on the left. You've got nothing here covering, no mine here covering the flank. Probably have the MG further back here, covering a wider angle. These squads, there's some light cover they could be jumping in. There's currently fighting out of cover, not ideal. This Gren's not doing anything. It could be helping in the fight as well. So you're not utilizing your full firepower here to help win engagements. You've got a nice lot of fuel in the bank right now. Should be thinking about ticking up to tier 4. These squads need to be pushed back towards your med trucks to heal them up before they get into another fight. You've had an opportunity here to get these guys healed up before this second fight has occurred. You didn't take that. You know, your med truck's way too far back. Grenades coming in. Okay, you dodged that pretty well. MG is not really being too useful here. You could really do with it on this side to help fight against these riflemen here. Help suppress them. I mean, this guy needs to get himself a machine gun as well. I mean, he's up against this many rifles, or machine guns to suppress and neutralize them.
Pioneers are reporting for duty.
Kettenkrad should be to this position here, giving vision for the machine gun so it can suppress the unit capturing that fuel point. It's not doing that.
Get me that ammo. Panzergrenadier reinforced.
Victory point lost.
Also, in the downtime that you are healing and and waiting to for your squads to be fully healed up, you could be building yourself a little bit of green cover, some sandbags for your Grens, maybe wiring up off the opposite side of it, so that if he does end up pushing you back to this position, you're in a much better spot from this kind of direction here. So you could be doing those kinds of things during the downtime while you're healing your squads, because they're going to be sitting idle anyway while they heal. So you might as well build some sandbags and things like that.
Grab this weapon.
This squad getting back into the fight now as well.
The machine gun has been destroyed. We have lost control of
MG decrewed. Half-Track should be over there, utilizing recrew weapon on the machine gun to quickly grab it. You need to be prioritizing running back over there. You do not want to lose your machine gun.
sector overrun.
You've got yourself a second machine gun, which I don't think is a bad idea actually to cover the right side. But you've got a huge fuel float though, so I would have more prioritized taking up to tier 4, getting yourself a tank out. Because look, your teammate over here has already got Panzer 4. You're still stuck in tier 3, and you could have had tanks out, maybe a P4 out at the same time, to be honest. Okay, here we have a plane coming in, not really reacting to it, a little bit slow to react here. You might get killed by this. Ooh, you retreated just in the nick of time. Oh, I think you possibly unlucky to not kill that. You just haven't picked a battle group yet. Which is, you kind of want to be getting a battle group out sooner rather than later to get some benefits going in here. You got double 80 half-track, so where's your pack gun, right? Your pack gun should be moved up in conjunction with your Kettenkrad to give vision. So here, so right here at this point, this pack gun should be here, moving up to here. Your Kettenkrad should be here as well, giving vision. The Kettenkrad would give vision for your pack gun to then shoot this, and then you push it with your Gren at the same time, so that you can get the Panzerfaust off and the pack gun shot to get in some good damage at this, all at once. Here, you're going in with a single Gren. He's now seen it. He's going to back away, so you're not doing any damage there. No, good grenade though to force this squad back. He's going to get away from it, but you forced the machine gun to rout anyway, so that's good.
You have orders?
I probably wouldn't have gotten a flamethrower on this squad here. I probably would have gotten a sweeper because you need to, check out for mines and also be able to spot cloaked units, things like that. You've not really laid any mines either. No mines here or on your flank routes at all, so your flank is exposed. You are using your Kettenkrad to look around on your flank, which I like, which that's good, but you could still be putting mines down to help. Right, you got your tier 4 out now. P4 is soon. You could have gone maybe, I don't know, Panther's not really needed. It's mostly infantry on the field right now. So I don't know, last stand might be fine as well. Your teammate's gone for last stand, but
HMG fire!
could have had a propaganda tower here maybe, which would have been beneficial around these points. And this is why I'm not a massive fan of this kind of like, what's it called? The immobilize and fortify. Because this P4 is just a sitting duck now, and it's not going to really do what. It's killed 3 rifles, and it's pretty much going to get wiped here by these AT guns. There you go. There you go. It's dead. Kind of a waste, to be honest.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Have you put any mines down yet? I'm seeing you've got 200 munitions in the bag. To be fair, 200 munitions is quite a lot for you to maybe want to do the Nebelwerfer for Overwatch. That could be pretty good if you decide to go for Final Stand. So, you've got opportunities here, or options open to you, rather.
That's a mortar!
What do we have coming in around here? You've got the double martyrs.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
This guy's getting another propaganda tower. That's a pretty good location for it. Might want to put down a sandbag shoring to keep it hidden. Could you fight for? There you go, MG covering the flank. Where's the Kettenkrad though? There you go, turning it around, deal with the threat.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
But this is where I would say mines would have been really nice, right? If you had a mine or two here or here, right, it would have bought time for this MG to reposition a bit sooner. It would have alerted you to the flank a bit sooner, so you could have turned your MG slightly around a little bit better here as well. This bombing run that's coming in here is from the Kriegsmarine player, but I think this is one of the worst off-map abilities I've ever seen. It never seems to hit its target, and a complete waste of munitions. It's this random 3 bombs that drop, and it's just completely terrible.
You're bleeding! Use this!
Okay, bringing your med truck to that. That's good. Fully reinforced. Okay, big blob coming in here. Yep, backing away. Yep. Soft retreat. You don't have to hard retreat here. Backing away here is fine. I would also think at this point in the game, yeah, you want to get yourself your P4 out, but I'd also like to see maybe make a forward retreat point on one of these caches. You can cache this point and then have it as your retreat point, so your units haven't got to run all the way back to base. I see a lot of even quite high-level people at Gold or even Challenger tier forget to do this, and that is put down a cache point, then upgrade it to a forward retreat point. That way, you know, your units, once they're off the field, they can get back on the field a lot quicker because they've got less further to run, which will make the difference in these matches for sure. So we have a big contingent of enemy forces here. I'm thinking, right, I would like some indirect fire, I would like a Stuka, I would like a Nebelwerfer. And, okay, you have gone, actually, I agree with that. Actually, going for Mechanized and getting the Wesp after seeing that clump of units, I think that's a fine choice. Probably would, I mean, Nebel I would kind of prefer, but actually, maybe the Wesp could maybe kill these AT half-tracks if it nails it correctly. I'm seeing units flank around the side here. And also, I've seen the AT guys open up on this. You need to reposition this. You're not repositioning that. Let your pack gun get decrewed. No, it might be the other guy's pack gun be decrewed. Yeah, flank is exposed here now. MG is covering the center. Where's your other machine gun? Okay, it was retreated off, right, yeah. Watch out for the grenade here. Ow, yeah, I was careless. You should expect a grenade being lobbed in there. Oh no, don't lose both squads to that one unit. Yeah, you gotta respect guards. Oh, and there was a tunnel bomb there as well.
We have command points that still require assignment.
Good use of your half-check to quickly grab your machine gun back.
We have lost the sector.
Not sure. Your Wesp should be really firing on static units that can't move around that much, right? You don't want to be really firing on infantry squads that can easily dodge. That first barrage there was pretty wasted. This Panzer IV should be fighting these squads here. It's about 70% health. It can take a little bit more punishment easily, and you want to try and keep your teammates' hardpoint alive because it can benefit you. You could also come over and grab this this hill as well to utilize yourself if you want to. There's another flamethrower on the ground from that Pioneer, so you could actually maybe get a flamethrower for your PGs, which would be really nice, or even a double flamethrower on your Grens. Don't think I've ever seen double flamethrower Grens before, but you want to be trying to recover that as quickly as possible.
Mobile artillery is fueled and ready for deployment.
That's a dead Pioneer. should be popping. Okay, yeah, as soon as I say you're doing it, but you could have been doing that as soon as they came out of the base. They might hit the field without being fully healed up here. Oh, is he going to get a double flamethrower? Come on, double flamethrower, Grens, let's go. I don't... Oh. Gren's super low. Guards are almost getting wiped then.
Grenadiers have completed the task.
I still haven't seen you plant any mines. Huge manpower munitions float right now as well. Good use of the Kettenkrad. Spots the MG, allows you to figure out how to flank it, so that's great play there. Also, it's providing your teammate who's got the Stuka to bombard this area. Even if that wasn't, like, you know, planned, you know, just giving your teammates the option by giving them vision is so important. You can steal that machine gun potentially here as well, or blow it up with your pack gun. It's in range. You've got to do one or the other right now. You don't leave it just sitting there on the ground. You could be using attack move to blow that up. Yeah, you keep losing your pyres, but they're not super expensive, but it's annoying for you to keep losing them. Alright, so you've got Panther production available for you, and you've also got the zeroing artillery. That could be pretty nice as well. So, you know, right at this point now, so I'd be thinking about, you know, solidifying control of this fuel point. So I might get these Grens to come here, build some sandbags, wire it off so your opponent can't benefit from the green cover there. I'd be blowing up that machine gun, as I already said. These PGs, I'd have them rotated round to the right. I would want to be trying to get a triple cap on my opponent to win the game faster here. You've not once come over to the right-hand side to help out your blue player, sadly, which I would like to see you do. You know, you want to try and pressure this to try and, you know, get the triple cap. You don't always have to fight around this point. So yeah, you seem to be just like tunnel visioned in here at this one point, which is a shame. There's a vehicle rolling around here by the looks of things. Yeah, you could be using your Wesp to spot the units on the right-hand side, your Kettenkrad to spot the units on the right-hand side to then bombard them. Yeah, your flank is so exposed right here, man. Very scared about this flank. You're wet. You know what happens if a Chaffee or any kind of vehicle comes barreling around the right-hand side and comes behind, and you know this West, this Stuka is completely exposed here. You got nothing covering this extreme right flank here. No mines, no infantry presence really, apart from this guy. Remember, your anti-tank gun here should be cloaked, ambush camouflage, because right now your opponents can see it. If you don't bother to ambush camouflage it, they'll know it's there. So you want to get that element of surprise. So always ambush, have it in ambush if it's just sitting idle, and only undo the ambush camouflage to then get out or push forward really quickly, or if you want to run away really quickly. So here you're pushing into a new enemy territory, but you're not pushing forward the Kettenkrad vision. So I'd be moving the Kettenkrad round to here, giving vision around this whole area. You're pushing into an unknown, you know, you're not using your Kettenkrad well to screen for your units. You could be running into you also mines here. You could be running into a machine gun. You don't know. This guy here, look. Prime case scenario, he's going to look at loads his Panzer IV. But why? He's got no vision there. He had no idea all these anti-tank guns and stuff were all set up around here because he had no bloody vision. And your Kettenkrad could have provided that vision. This is a nice flank. Zeroing artillery. Focusing on the anti-tank guns is nice. Careful you don't walk into your own artillery, though. Well, that was a fortunate first zeroing barrage shot. Where's your P4 in this? Where's your West's P4? Nowhere to be found helping this engagement here. Folks, remember to focus the squads down. Yeah, your P4. Where is your P4 and all? Yeah, P4 was just not doing anything here. This red player, American player, has been massively overextended. And also, yeah, this MG could have also been pushed up to assist in that help, you know, to suppress those infantry squads. I think you're bombarding with your West, so that's good. So you got the second wipe on the second anti-tank gun. But yeah, you need to be moving all these units around here together in unison, but they're just sat back. Especially since you managed to get the decrew on these anti-tank guns, your priority should be coming up area and using your P4 to wipe these and so they can't be recrewed. So we have 2 on the ground. Okay, good. That is what you are doing. Nice. There's a bar on the ground. That might be a nice pick for your PGs to grab. They do grab it. He hasn't retreated the other AT gun by the looks of it. One thing you could do here at the moment, Elko, actually, because it looks like you fully routed your opponent, you might not need to kill these anti-tank guns. What you could do, actually, which would be a very safe and wise thing to do, would be to grab your medical truck and then tow these anti-tank guns to your base or to somewhere very safe so that if at any eventuality you feel like you need an anti-tank gun, you can just recrew it and then off you go, right? Rather than build a fresh one. You'll save yourself a lot of resources that way. And it seems like you've got lots of units here. Maybe you might want one unit over here to make sure that this flank is covered as well. But if you have an opportunity and it's very safe to just bring them back to base, do it rather than blow them up. Even if you don't recrew them then and there, it's something that you have in your arsenal for later on. Uh-oh. This is going to be bad. It's only some Indian artillery, I think.
Maintain the front line. The enemy have 250 points left.
There's still no caching of these points. Hot cap now, so you definitely should be thinking about doing it.
We're pushing on.
Another instance where you should be popping a medkit with the Grens as they leave the base. Unfortunately, they've split, so you can't really kill them at the moment, so watch out for that. Westport 9 kills. What are you bombarding over here?
The enemy have taken our territory.
Oh, shit. Just dodged that poor motorcycle.
Infantry officer.
That was a scary tunnel bomb then. The screenplay is playing pretty well. He's got also he's got an armor, I think. He's got Blitzkrieg or something. Panzerstorm, so he's not taking engine criticals. Where's your Wesp? Cool down. At this point, I'm seeing over here on the right-hand side. Okay, you can see that your teammate's Brumbar is getting destroyed by long-range by anti-tank guns. You have an off-map here that could maybe help save this thing, but if you were to, again, push up around the right, drop the off-map here, it'll force the anti-tank guns to back away, buying time for him to maybe repair this. So, yeah, that is something you could be doing, but again, you seem to be very passive again with your army here. But these guys are pretty much ready to go. They should be pushed up. Yep. Good opportunity to come around and help your teammate. Infantry squads could be helping as well, but they're not. Hearing a Pershing, I think, roll around, actually. Or was that a King Tiger? I think it's a Pershing. So I'm hearing the engine. Yeah, this is a Pershing coming in right now. There it is. Bang. So yeah, respect the Pershing. It is an elite heavy tank. But yeah, I mean, I would. You could still be aggressive over here if you had your infantry support, if you had your Kettenkrad, but it's just sat back. It seems like the green player is struggling a lot as well, so actually it might be better. Yeah, looks like you're rotating over to help him. But you're sitting idle again. Yeah, you need to be more proactive, man. Way more proactive in this game. Okay, you're finally putting down your first mine at 25 minutes of the game, but sooner, man. Loads more mines down. Get those mines in while you can.
Victory point is under enemy control. Upgrade complete.
Dude, this Brumbar is just going to feed veteran seed to these long-range tanks. Yeah, what a waste of a Brum. Okay, I see you're flanking around with your infantry, but where are your tanks? Come on, combined arms, let's go. Watch out for those guards. This is, again, worried about this area. No vision around here. Your teammate's fully routed off the force. There could be a squad that could potentially come around the side here and kill your west. You've got nothing covering here. Once again, no mines, nothing there for vision. Kettencrad needs to be pushing alongside these forces to give you vision, but you're not doing it.
We have lost control of a victory point. The enemy has 75 points at falling.
Ooh, that is nice. That's 2 assault engineers down. That's the 3rd or maybe 4th time I've seen that ability be used, and it's probably killed maybe 3 dudes. That's like almost like 400 munitions for nothing. There's come huge infantry blob here. You're doing the right thing and are backing away. One thing you can do here, Alco, you might not realize this, but if you pick up these munitions crates here, it will like help you reduce the cooldown on your barrages. So it might be a good idea for you to pick up these munitions. Munitions boxes here. So I'd recommend getting, or rather, it will make sure that your rounds will be firing faster. Actually, with the Wesp. So if you do, pick it up and it's lying on the ground, it could be good. And you only need the 1 box, so you'll then have enough munitions to use another zeroing artillery. So don't feel afraid to pick up some of your teammates' crates. They're there for everybody. If your teammate has a go, if you picking up his crates, tell him, fuck you. It's a team game. We work together. I'm covering your flank. Okay, this is a little bit risky because you're pushing through the center. You've got your left-hand side completely exposed here. You've got no idea what's over here. You've just seen that there's a Sherman, up-gun Sherman over here. So flanking around here is pretty risky with the fact that you've not got your pack gun. You've got once again you've got no infantry supporting you to like help screen your tanks. If they get in trouble, you need to be able to back them away here. You've completely forgotten about the Kettencrad. Okay, you are moving it over now a little bit.
Give us a target.
Again, popping healing is leaving the base to heal your guys up.
Installing an MG42.
Also, I would say I would be using this Panther maybe to crush this whole hedgerow over here to open this area up a lot easier, so that your Panther and your Kettencrad then has easy. You could just be situated here and give vision of this whole area rather than have to go like maybe to here because it's blocked by these hedgerows. So opening this area up would be advisable. I would also be getting, moving this pack gun in support on the right, because it looks like you've locked down the center. There's no issue. Your teammate's got an 88 and a P4 covering this kind of left-hand side. Your pack gun is kind of overkill over here. You don't need this here. So bring in, you want to try and finish off the game by getting a second VP. So utilize your pack gun on the right-hand side. Yeah, your teammate again is going to lose another tank, and your armor, Panther, Panzer IV, could be getting involved in this fight and helping him out, but you're just not.
Research complete. Our front line failed. 250 points remain for us.
Oh, you're lucky you didn't get triple sticky then. Here, these guys are coming onto the field. That could have been fully healed up by the medkit. Just seen a Sherman roll around then for a split second. Here comes a huge tank push. That gun's still not getting involved here. Now you're going to be double teamed. This is bad. All these guys need to start backing up. Your Panzer IV and Panther is probably not enough to fight all of this stuff over here. You need some extra AT. Half truck could be pushed up here in support of your teammate as well to help him heal his units. Some more off map. Move over here, get away from it. Where's your med truck? Why have you got your med truck so far back? It could be over here. So less time for your troops to travel around. Yeah. Way too passive this game. Getting crowd should be turned to look right here. I'm hearing these tanks move around over here. Panther is... Why is the Panther not doing anything? Once again, you'll let your teammate like die, and you sit back. You honestly, Elka, you're making me really angry right now with the way you're playing. Finally bringing a pat gun over. Getting a repair bunker up around the back here would be good as well.
The enemy has only 25 points left.
Yeah, crush this hedgerow. Kettencred goes here, gets vision of this whole area. Panzer IV pack gun combo.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Your pack gun doesn't need to be this close. You're fighting up against a Pershing. A Pershing generally can solo a single pack gun on its own. Why is your pack gun this far forward? It could be over here. So this is why I'm talking about while crushing the hedgerow, because you probably had this on attack move and it had to move up to here where it actually had line of sight, but you could have moved it to here and been fine. If this hedgerow was crushed, then it would have been easy for the pack gun to sit back here and shoot. Also, you should have tried to stop the decap here.
We have lost the Kettenkampf scout.
I'll be getting another Panther right now. Yeah, should be queuing up a sec. Yeah, another Panther. I'd also want to be getting another Kettencred as well for vision again. All these wrecks on the field. This guy should be. What's this guy? Oh, this guy picked the wrong one. Yeah, he picked the other ability, so we can't salvage all the wrecks. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 Panzer IV wrecks over here, man.
For fuck's sake!
Artillery batteries are requesting orders, Commandant. We have been granted a Panther tank.
Okay, you rebuilt your Kettencred, good. Watch out for the Pershing. Maybe just get you. I would stay here for the cap, then run. I wouldn't soft pedal against the Pershing. Yep. Respect the Pershing, man. It fucking destroys everything.
Victory for our forces. We fought bravely.
Okay. So, good army composition. But these are things you need to work on, though. You need to be way more aggressive. You need to help your teammate out. You need to be laying mines, as I always say every fucking time, every Tuesday. I'm repeating myself. I am a broken record because I'm always having to tell everyone to lay mines because people just always refuse to do it. Mines win games, guys. Please, can everybody just learn this? It is one of the most core, like, mechanics and features of this franchise. Please lay mines. They will save your bacon. They will help you critically damage tanks so you can follow up and finish them off. They will win you games. Like when I started playing Age of Empires 4, like a while ago, I needed to remember to keep building villages, right? That was my thing. And so what I did is I had like a YouTube video playing saying, build villages. Just to keep like drilling into me that I need to do that. So I would probably say the same thing needs to apply with co-plays with mines. Like, I don't know, every minute or something, build a mine, put down a mine in a good location. Like, if your flank's exposed, put a mine down there. It's not that expensive. It's like 30 munitions per mine. Please start laying mines, guys. I am getting so frustrated every Tuesday having to repeat myself, especially Elko with you. I'm pretty sure I've casted a couple of your replays before, and I feel like I'm getting quite frustrated now that you're not doing that. Initially, you were using your kit and cred well that game, but then you stopped. You just left it in the mid. You need to be pushing with that. You moved your tanks forward without infantry support. You're not using combined arms. Yeah, and you're not helping your teammates out. So that, that's very frustrating to see when I'm seeing your teammate is clearly struggling, but you've got your healthy tanks sat back or not getting involved, and I have no idea why that is the case. So do better, Elko. Do better. Use the Finding Nemo seagulls as a reminder for mines. Yeah, they sound like they're saying mine, don't they? That's an idea, yeah. Italiano. Right, do we have anybody else with a replay? Or is that it for the moment? Let's have a look. Anyone else submit any more? Nope, no one else has submitted replays. We did have one from Kiki, but he is not here. Still, so there we go. I might just jump in and play a game. You got one to submit, Asa? Did you remember to build mines? Or am I going to see a game where you've got 400 munitions in the bag and not a single mine on the field? Elko says, I think I was playing passively because Yellow kept diving. Yellow seemed to be holding and set up to hold mid pretty comfortably. By the looks of it. You know, there was like a bunker, there was like 2 P4s that were entrenched on that center victory point area with an 88. Center didn't get contested for like a good 20 minutes, from like, yeah, until the end of the game. You really should have been more proactive. Right, I might actually play a game myself, boys, now. What shall I do, guys? Any suggestions? Any... Oh, my legs. Oh. Ow, my back. Do a cast? You want me to cast a match? Is there any good matches to cast? Could do a cast. I could do what I could do is I could do a narrate session, right? I'll play a game and then I'll narrate what I do and why I do it. That could also be valid for Training Tuesday. Let's time to finish the spider game. We're still gonna do in co for a bit. I'm gonna queue up a game of Americans here. See what we get. $500. Yeah, oh, please no. Oh, looks like we got a game. Here we go. Let's see. I'm solo queuing into 3v3 and 4v4. This could be rough, but we'll see. Normally, solo queuing has been terrible recently for me. I always get put up against really difficult teams that are playing together. Okay, we're up against triple Wehrmacht. Let's see where we're going to be. If we're on the left side, or the city side, then I'll do city. Here we go, boys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. In the center.
Let's go. No lagging. We gotta capture and hold that ground.
I could do partisans here, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might go. I think like lately, whiz bangs seem to be like the no-brainer thing to do late game. Like I know how good partisans can be, and the tunnel bomb can be, but whiz bangs are just like a surefire way of doing well late game. You need a video without partisans. I know I've done a lot. Well, I've actually got a whiz bang game going up on YouTube this week.
Look sharp, fellas.
Rifleman squad deployed.
Location secured.
Boys away. Fresh mags in. We got capture orders.
Let's get a Jeep. I've been liking getting a Jeep actually lately.
Gotta get to that point. Let's go.
Wehrmacht won't really be able to deal with the Jeep early as well. They won't have a...
No, let's go. Put some beef
They could probably
into
do
it.
some damage with the Jeep.
Scout, what we want is
Gonna engage here at range because he's got MP40s. He's gonna do no damage to me at range here. He knows it, so I'm gonna
out in the head. Stop
push a bit
right
further
there.
forward here. Yeah, he's gonna back away. That's good. Stopped him capturing that. I'm just gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna try and jump into
Up and ready.
Still here. Quarter ton. Ready to new coordinates.
the building here. This is what I'm talking about. Get in here, get vision, see what those pioneers are at, see if there's an MG coming out. Seems clear. Gonna jump. Oh, let's go. Okay, he's over here now.
Pump the brakes. On your feet.
Right. We'll jump you out. Get you to start capturing that.
Need some recon, sir? Capture it.
He might not be able to shoot me from there. Right, multiple pyros. Give myself another squad here. This is fine. He's just going to delay me, but that's okay. Like, I'm getting his fuel right now, and that mortar seems to be bombarding my rifles, so I'm going to move back away here. Fight at range. Make sure these guys are spread out, so that mortar is not going to hurt me very much from there.
We have riflemen taking the field.
Because he's got MP40s, he's not going to do much damage there. I'm going to jump into here. He's now rotating on my Jeep. So I'm looking at that mortar, seeing which direction it's looking at. Okay, we see a Gren's coming up in a second here.
Ready for action. I think Jerry, you throw her in reverse.
Okay,
All in! Boom! Incoming! Get down!
it's fine. Let's get back in the fight here. Let's focus the Grens now. The Grens are the threat.
Point.
Stay alert!
Let's go, boys. Lay your fire. Give it some gas.
Oh, God damn it!
Get on with it.
Right, we're gonna
Rifles, skip those asses!
dump you out.
Let's go, boys!
Get bars.
M1918 automatic rifles will be distributed to the men.
Follow the vine cover.
Rifles losing integrity!
Fine. We've got the numbers here to win this fight.
Oh, come on! Move your asses! Incoming mortars! Right, men.
Base. Put the pressure on now.
Hurry!
Get back to base. Get healing here.
Let's go, boys! Come on!
Right.
Crowds are holding the ground we need. What?
I'm gonna retreat these guys back because they're low.
Sending our frontline forces some much needed firepower.
Just want to get the decap on these guys here. Maybe get the cap. Right, we're gonna run here. We got bars. Let's push up. Gonna get another rifle after this.
Commander, it's done.
Knock out that mortar!
Oh, that was a nasty hit there. I'm gonna run just in case that next mortar round does a really nasty hit on me. Right, keep up another rifleman squad.
Scouting ahead. Time to harass some crowds, boy.
Get my Jeep back in the fight. Just be harassing. We're gonna kite it back a bit here, just so that if he does try to chase me,
Recon. Hold. Hold. Scout clearing a path.
push forward here.
Cut through. Mortar fire.
Riflemen
Right,
ready.
gonna get mechanized techs.
Roger that.
Try and keep fighting with this on the edge here.
Recon. Throw in
Those Grens actually hit me quite hard. Right, we'll have one rifle go left, one go right. We'll see if my teammate's got an engineer squad here. I'm going to back this up to my teammate Sappers, and hopefully he'll be able to repair me. I'll ping it so he'll know to repair me.
4x4 is ready. Time to roll. We're on it.
If he does, he might not.
Say the words. Let's
We'll jump in this building here. We'll get you to jump around and go there.
Let's advance.
Fuel point is being lost.
Driver, stop it here.
think they know we're here.
Okay, I need to get grenades next, I think.
Riflemen are being upgraded with grenade packages. We've lost control of the sector.
Okay, that's not a good engagement for me there.
We're on. Let's go. Cover!
But I need to ping this so my teammate knows of the threat.
Orders in.
Ping it again, he's not reacting.
Mechanized center upgrade complete.
Right,
Outside, keep
that mortar's unprotected right now.
To work.
We can distribute grenades to the frontline men.
Move your asses! Where'd you get?
That's our number. Hold on tight. Driver, pull over.
Territory lost.
Jump to it. All right, in you go.
What's the mission? Double time, fella. There's the enemy line.
This is good actually. Because he's overextended here, and I might be able to wipe some squads and retreat. Yeah, look at this. This is good. This is good. I can see I'm going to wipe this Pioneer for sure.
Get on with it. Enemy point.
That's one.
Move, move, move.
What's the up? Kill those
That's a
fucking
go, boys.
squareheads.
Throw it now. Move. Watch your blood. Stay low, goddammit.
There we go. Beautiful. Nice. Massive extension from this guy. He gets punished from it. Pop this in here.
Repair station setting site now.
Get that capping going, and get motor out. Okay, retreat that.
Loaded and ready. 4x4 is ready to roll. Back us
Right.
up, driver.
Thinking, yeah, I'm gonna need to get some AT out in a second. Just gonna get the decap and run here.
Let's get this show on the road.
Gonna start maybe getting double bars upgraded on all my dudes. I'm gonna try and have a go at him here.
Throw sticky bomb.
Almost got the sticky bomb there. I might run at him. He's gonna be trapped in there. Because he's gonna, yeah, he's microed poorly. Because he's gonna have to go around the back. That should be a dead unit. There we go, nice. Use the sprint there to catch him off guard. Let's get a drop here. I'm going to drop myself in a machine gun so I can help lock down the center here. And then I'm going to get myself probably the AT half-track. He's mortaring me. I need to reposition quickly. Jump in that house with this MG. Be aggressive against this unit over here. These guys are healed up. Push them back onto the field. Okay, it's a flak 30. Watch out for that. That hurts.
Jump to it, boys.
Panzer grenade is there.
Time to earn your living, so keep that boy. Think they know we're here. We're moving.
See if I can do anything here with a flank. Nice, got Jeep. No, actually, that. I'm going to run away because of that. It's going to hurt me there. Try and limit the amount of damage I take here. Right, let's get bar on you. 80 half-track, and then...
Jump to it, boys.
We can deploy a forward repair station when needed, Commander.
Tight back here, don't need to... Right, think I'm going to get myself a mortar.
Victory point.
Right, back a bit. Pop you on cloak for vision. Back you up to the repair station. Right, 80 half-track should come up. Let's rally it forward.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now. We have a mortar team ready for orders.
Okay, the MG is getting focused down on the top there.
M3 half-track moving. The fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
You heard the CO. Look, boys. Fresh boat. We're on our way. He's gone. Move your ass. Get on with it.
So let's get moving.
Let's get that upgraded there.
Picked apart.
Sector lost. No contact.
Relay orders. Telephone soldiers.
Right, MG there, bombard that. Let's get another AT half-track out for keep that indirect fire going.
Let's go, boys.
Bring these guys forwards. Teammate's lost his MG, but he can just reinforce it. Watch out, PGs, run! Hey, sweet, thank you for the raid. Cheers, buddy.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Let's go. Orders ready for action. Get set to redeploy. Ready for let's advance.
Right, I'm going to drop a smoke grenade, smoke bomb here to blind that flak 30, which is being annoying on that side here. We're going to upgrade the scout commander for the Jeep now,
One of our sectors is now in
so we can get some better vision and spot the enemy units here.
half-track.
Second half track out.
Being neutralized.
Let's get it done.
Right, going to cap this, cloak these guys forward, creep them forward.
We're taking fire. Keep that formation. Get down.
Might blow that wreck up just so he's got no cover there. Keep these guys creeping forward. Actually do this, smoke that.
Area's ours.
Cut you back. Control group those. Put you on cover.
Squad, on me! Orders! Get down!
M3 tank this back.
Right, I've been fled. They know where we are here. Right, I'm gonna... Oh, no, there's a martyr, watch out. But I could probably do a double whammy on this martyr here and hit it. Well, I've done a double barrage here to try and get the decoy on this, which I've succeeded in doing, which is good. Gonna creep these guys forward.
Enemy contact! Down here!
Munitions point is being
Put
attacked.
the healthy one forward, try and get the next shot on it. Got it, good kill. Tap on this, blow this up. Do my Jeep around there. This guy's up.
Get on with it. Orders in tank.
You need to kill this. Trying to blow it up, but my things are missing consistently right now, which is really irritating. Got it. It's down. Back them up now. Push these guys forward. Get you to repair. Get a captain out as well, so we can increase the veterancy on our infantry. Haven't picked a commander yet. Need to move this mortar. It's taking damage. Don't need to retreat it. Can just kite it back. Keep the jeep there. It's in a good spot, giving vision. There's a sneaky Gren hiding there. Okay, let's see what we want. I want to get. I'm gonna get an engineer squad out now. Put down maybe a cache. Alright, let's push up. See enemy units pushing through the fog of war here. Everyone's healing good. Get the sprint.
Engineers on the field.
I'm gonna bombard and try and do the same thing now onto this mortar. There we go, got a wipe on it. Might sprint over there, try and actually steal it. There you go, nice. There you go, stole the mortar, lovely. Tech up soon, engineers, we'll buy that for more manpower. My teammate needs help over there in a minute probably. We're getting artillery. Is that a west firing? Probably. Okay, big push on that side. I'm thinking I might go Rangers here. Rangers, I don't know what I'm going to. Let's do what I was going to do before, which was bang, bang, bang. Weasels for late game.
Commander, we should spend our munitions. The victory point is under enemy control now.
How we do? We got an anti-tank that's decrewed there. These guys can't Panzerfaust me, so I'm going to be aggressive. Oh no, he's just decrewed that. Let's bombard that. And the barrage going in. That. Get the MG as well. That's good. This is risky now. It's a bit of a risky play for me to push around here. I've got vision on the left-hand side with the AT half-tracks. I do desperately want to try and see if I can wipe that AT gun. He's going to recruit it. I think I'm not going to be able to get that. What's over here? He's got a flak here. Let's go kill that with these guys real quick. Right. I'm getting bombarded there. Let's get you to capture this territory over here. And do I want fuel? We kind of do need fuel if I want to tech up quickly. I'm going to come over and cache this +5. It's safe to do so, that one. That shouldn't be any problem. Right, check to see where my rifles are at. They're moving up. Okay. This should be set up on cover here. Gonna push onto the point. Deny the decap. These Jaegers are messing me up right now. My rifles aren't doing well against them right now. Jeep back in the fight. Saving up for Whizbang now. Something's capping that.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
Alright, I need to pack these guys back. Right, put the mortars back in play. Whiz bang in manpower.
Victory point. We're losing it.
Rifle squad, take a look. 4x4.
Victory point now under enemy control.
That's our number.
Try and bring these guys over here.
On your feet. Let's go. Fire crew ready for go. Let's pack it up and move.
Let's go.
Let's strike.
Point us at the end.
Good double team going over there. My guy's coming out. Bombard there. Bombard there. Rifle in trouble up top.
Reports of enemy
Fight
movement
back.
near our victory point.
Just gonna get the decap here and run.
The victory point is under attack. We must act.
Jump back, guys.
Oh, dude, I could have stayed in that fight a bit longer then. Nice, wiped it. AT gun down. MGs move up. Start putting maybe a mine or two down. I am floating a bit of. Yeah, right. Let's get the whiz bangers in production.
Get rolling, boys.
And we won anyway. There we go. Nice.
250 points.
Battle is ours, Commander.
Alright, in that game, right, I got my engineers out late, and my engineers started, when I brought them out, I did go for the cache, and then I cached this point. But once I brought them to here, I then immediately started putting down mines. Once we cleared the area, it was safe to put down mines, and that's what I was going to start to do. This specific fight here, I mean, they didn't really have any vehicles and stuff. They weren't going to be super, like, ballsy and aggressive through the front here, so I didn't really need to start spamming that many mines initially. But obviously, you know, when there's a bit of downtime, now I'm going to be starting to put down the mines while I have a moment. I do want to maybe, you know, save my munitions, though, for as many people E7 loiters, potentially as well, the air resupply, and maybe demos for the SF command squad that I'll probably get out later. But that was I was pretty damn solid. Don't think we lost anything there. Jeep only got 6 kills, but I guess, you know, later on got utility of dropping that machine gun signal detection as well. Is quite handy if I can keep it alive. Using the scout for vision to spot for the you know, I was able to kill the flak 30 and also take, you know, steal the mortar thanks to the scout giving vision. The AT half tracks, you know, and then also just killed the other pack gun here. So that was quite a good solid play. These guys were going for, like, you went for Stewarts, this other guy was going for Crusaders, I think there. Yeah, very solid. Only lost 9 victory points. So I don't think the only thing I could have done, you know, improved on my build then. Did I ever get the captain out? Yeah, I thought I built the captain. Maybe I didn't. That was maybe a mistake, or he maybe rallied and got himself killed. And yeah, like I said, probably could have started putting down mines a bit sooner. Yeah, I think those overall was pretty good. Just the Jaeger blob was a bit nasty, but once the whiz bang was out and started coming out, you know, I had the machine gun to help fight against the Jaeger blob. But yeah, I think because my rifles were scattered, I had one on the far right. It was quite overextended. I probably could have killed this squad here if I'd stayed in the fight, but I was, you know, occupied here, and I didn't want to, you know, it was, what was it, it was only Vet 1 rifle, but yeah, it's got a long retreat back, so better to retreat it earlier rather than later, because we were all over here, had no vision of this area here, of this area and this area here, so I was concerned something might come around the back and wipe it on retreat. Being this far forward is quite risky. And one thing, actually, on a map which is quite urban, sometimes it's a little bit safer to maybe go and cap quite deep, because when the squad retreats, it's going to be retreating through the buildings and stuff, and through different pathways, making it harder for like vehicles and other units to try and chase. They'll also lose line of sight as my units retreat past buildings, making it harder for them to wipe squads. So that's another reason, I guess, why it might be a bit safer to maybe overextend it and cap something deep like this +5 fuel. Because of the, you know, generally the safer retreat path, because it's more urban built up. But yeah, the Jaegers are kind of nasty, but I mean, that was the only thing that was really going for this guy. I killed his Marder, I killed his Flak 30, stole his mortar. Yeah, he was really struggling really over on this side, to be fair. My 80 half tracks, a pretty, you know, fighting Martyrs is a pretty even fight, 80 half tracks versus the Martyrs, to be honest. It is very even, I think. Martyrs would generally win in with lockdown and have better range, but because he didn't have any Kettenkrad spotting for his Martyrs, I had the jump on him each time, which gave me the edge in that fight. And also now they're Vet 1, they have the first strike bonus, which is extra damage and more pen and more accuracy. So now, if these things, both of Vet 1, hit a single Martyr right at the get-go, it should, like, 1-2, that should kill it with the 1-2 punch, actually. Too bad blurps don't work. Have I turned my blurps off? I might have turned them up. They should be on this scene, actually. I've got them set up to be on here. Why are they not showing on? Maybe they busted. Yeah, by the end of that game, I had 60 kills, only 27 units lost, and you'll notice that as I played, I retreated my squads, even if they were maybe like 6 out of 6 men, but if they went down to like half health, best to retreat, heal them up, bring them back onto the field. We had good map control, so it wasn't a necessity for me to put them on the field. And you know, because if I keep them on the field, they're just going to drop men. That'll be more expenditure on my manpower reserves to reinforce them, which I don't want to do. The more manpower I can save, there's more manpower I can invest in a cache, potentially 2, which I did do that game. I was able to save enough manpower to put down a couple of extra caches, which would have helped my teammates as well, increasing the extra fuel and stuff as well. Hey Fanda, I'm good, man. My YouTube FYP is full of Hans playing allies in co-shorts. When do we see Hans in a DAC jacket again? I know. Well, I need to do some more Axis gameplay. You're right. I should do some more Axis stuff. What's going on here? Swede again. Swede Code, thank you so much for the raid again. That's a bit of a lackluster explanation considering the flaws I can see with the game and from what I've played, but thanks anyway. What's that in relation to? Happy Babushka. A bit lackluster explanation about my little brief comparison. Okay. You're fair to you're entitled to your own opinion, I guess, but I don't know, man. My clip comparing Code 2 to Code 3. How bad's the snow? Let me open my door and see how bad it is at the moment. You see that? That's the snow. What a lot of it. Yeah. I bet snow. My God. Holy shit. That's how much it's snow. Yeah, we've got a lot. I've got my heater pumping away, but yeah, it is quite cold. We need an official Hans video comparing Code 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I did say like last year in February I was going to do like a 2-year summary of like Code 2 compared to Code 3, and I didn't do it. I didn't feel like doing it. Am I going to do it again this year? Maybe. I don't know if it's worth my time to do it, to be honest. Any big videos like that take many, many, many hours, and the return on viewership is not really worth it, you know? Maybe if I knew the video was guaranteed to get X amount of views, I'd probably do it. But I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. If you want, I can help on edits. Oh, it's okay, Vaki. I don't want you to do that for me. No. Like yesterday, I did all my usual Company Heroes 3 edits and stuff, right? And I made a bunch of shorts, made a bunch of videos. I also had a couple of spare hours where I made a script for Dawn of War 4, and I feel like that's a lot more better use of my time, because I think Dawn of War 4 is going to be much more popular than Company of Heroes, and I think me making content on that game just makes a lot more sense. And I'm also passionate about it, so I think, you know, I got to go where, you know, where the viewers are, where the players are, where the hype is at. But unfortunately, lads, if we just look at Company Heroes 3, yeah, let's have a quick little gander. You can see here it's stuck on mixed reviews. Like I saw the recent reviews were lower than 60% the other day. Well, actually, it was yesterday, I think. And I mean, if you just go onto the reviews, there's a lot of people that might be saying, like, you know, they're not happy with the game, or not as fun as KO2, too expensive. You know, some of the people's reviews are like insane. Some of them I don't get. But, I mean, some of them have got some valid points. I mean, I recently actually put in a positive review, even though... Like, I'm really on the fence when it comes to KO, guys. Like, it's weird. On the one hand, I'm very passionate about this franchise, and I know there's some developers at Relic Entertainment that are also equally as passionate about the game and really want the game to succeed. And I've got no issues with those guys. And I support those individuals. But on the other hand, like I want the game to fail because I am so bitter and pissed off with how Relic treated me over the last few years, you know. So it's a weird place to be in, you know. Like I feel like, oh yeah, the game is doing really bad. Ha, that's karma, Relic, for you know, not listening to your community, you know, not losing goodwill amongst your fan base because you've like abandoned console players. And all that kind of stuff as well, you know. I feel like it's kind of deserved, but at the same time, like I don't want the game to fail because I love the franchise as a whole, and the gameplay is a lot of fun. So yeah, it's really weird to be like, you know, wanting the game to do well, but also wanting it to do badly. You know, it's weird. I don't know. So I think you know, and I hate being in that kind of mindset. So I'm thinking. Like, I think, you know, if Dawn of War 4 does indeed do well, I think I'd just be in a much better headspace playing that game, because the development team are a nice bunch of individuals. I've met them many times. I've met Jan, I've met Elliot from King Out Games. I've met them in person. They're very nice. I believe in what they're doing. They treat me with respect as well. And, you know, I think that's... You know, that does wonders for building trust, and it makes me want to see the game succeed. I don't have any, you know, issues with that kind of thing. So, like I say, it's just got a lot better chances, you know, compared to KO3. KO3 has just got a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. You know, that's the big issue with KO3. I think when the game first came out, a lot of people were super hyped for it, but then they were severely disappointed when it was lacking features. It looked really unpolished. It was buggy. Yeah, and you know, that first experience, everybody will just think of that, even if the game has improved, and it has. Like now, KO3 I think is in a really good position. Like I think it plays well. It's smooth. I've not really come across hardly any bugs at all. Like I can't remember the last time I actually come across a serious bug or anything like that. You know. You know, and the content that has been coming out, when it does come out, like this last Enduring Defy update with the new battle groups, has been really enjoyable. But I think the damage has already been done with the KO franchise. I don't think it is recoverable, in all honesty. I don't think it is possible for Relic to salvage Company Heroes. It will always be a 3,000 to 5,000 player base, and never will be something bigger than that. No, I know quite a few of the people that were with Company Heroes 3 during the launch of the game have now left. New people have taken over. A lot of the initial people have gone, moved on to different studios as well. So it's not the same development team anymore. It really isn't. So I don't think they will sell the IP because it's their most notable IP. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's just arrogance, or they just can't admit when they messed up and want to be really honest with the community. I think they would definitely get a lot of community favor back if they were like, hey guys, we are really, really sorry. We messed up with this, you know. They never did that. They never apologized and never kind of like, you know, like you had other studios that in recent years did mess up, and did publicly apologize, but Relic never did. And, you know, I think that was a big mistake. Hey, Helios, I've been playing tons of Gates of Hell lately, liking the vibes a bit more there. Yeah, I think Gates of Hell is a fun PvE game. Unfortunately, the devs with that are a nice bunch of devs as well. I think it was Fleck and her Fleck and stuff, who one of the community developers and members of the game development team. Nice individuals, nice development team, but they don't do PvP. They haven't set the game up to succeed for PvP. There is no auto match system. There's just lobbies and stuff, and it's not their focus, which is fair enough. But I think I'd be playing a lot more Gates of Hell if they were to add that. I was very disappointed that Men of War 2 did so badly, to be honest, guys. I was hoping, was that last year or the year before last? Men of War 2 I was really excited for. I generally really enjoyed playing it, but the player base died so quickly after the game's release, and yeah, I didn't like the main game modes that they were prioritizing. I wanted to play Combined Arms, but they kept on flogging battalions as the primary game mode, which I really didn't like. I remember playing that with Elpa and the gang, and it was a lot of fun. You know, on the first couple of weeks, they had like a tank-only game mode as well, which was really enjoyable. I remember doing that for a few sessions as well. That was really good. Old mate Watson says RTS is a genre that is niche. Devs need community goodwill more than ever. Oh, 100%. Yeah, they've already got that against them, right? You know, any development team that decides to say, hey, I want to make an RTS, they need to cater good community will and foster that, you know? Sometimes they've got to bite their pride, you know, or whatever the phrase is, and admit when they went wrong. Because I think a lot more people would respect that and be like, okay, you know, they admit their mistakes, this is what they're working on, and going forward and doing better. And development teams that don't do that are doomed to fail. Swallow your pride, that's the phrase, not bite your pride, swallow your pride, yeah. Yeah, and then we've got games like Tempest Rising. There's actually the script that I'm actually made for for the video that I want to do is titled "Will Dawn of War 4 Succeed, or will it be the next major RTS?" And I do some comparisons to Tempest Rising. And for me, Tempest Rising, by all accounts, has done really well as an RTS game. You know, for the development team, Slipgate Ironworks, they're very happy with how it's done. I think it has been profitable for their company, but it struggles to get 1,000 concurrent players at the moment, and it never broke 10k player concurrent peak when the game even launched. And you got to be thinking like, why? You know, a game that was pretty solid, not many bugs, decent campaign. The campaign itself for me was okay. I didn't say it was the best campaign ever. Lots of improvements could have been made with the campaign, but I think it was a solid campaign as RTS campaigns go. But why did it not be a big global success? Like something like, I guess, Age of Empires 4. So I think, you know, when you think about the global RTS success over recent years, guys, I would say that Age of Empires 4 has probably been the only real one that has, like, done very well and kept a good community and built on it. But we don't know how many copies of Tempest Rising was sold. It's play once and done type of game. Yeah, that's what I think that was the issue with it, right? Tempest Rising, and the same thing, I guess, even with Iron Harvest as well, which is what King Art Games did make beforehand, and they're the development team that are working on Dawn of War 4. And yeah, I guess the issue was, yeah, good campaign, but it didn't keep people wanting to stick around into multiplayer. How is Dawn of War 4 going to be different? And for me, I think Dawn of War 4 has already got some strong advantages, already being like having like a dedicated fan base. People love Dawn of War franchise, period. Whether you played 1, 2, or 3, people like the Dawn of War RTS franchise, right? You know, so there's already kind of a fan base that like Dawn of War, and also there's a growing and strengthening fan base for Warhammer 40k in general. I think as the years go on, there's more and more games that come out for Warhammer 40k. The community for that game, for that kind of like, that kind of fandom is getting bigger and bigger. So I think that is already, you know, a great start, I think, for Dawn of War 4 for when it does finally release. So I think that's what, you know, it's got that kind of like head start, as it were. Yeah, I would say. But for me, if we want to see Dawn of War 4, you know, be the next big global RTS, having at least 10k concurrent players any given day of the week going forward, kind of thing, is that's what I would see as like a global, maybe a global RTS. It would need to tick all the boxes, and this is what I'm discussing in the video. I could bring up some of the things I'm going to talk about here. I haven't made the video yet, but that is what I was going to do soon. Where is it? Oh, I might remind myself what I was writing yesterday. So the points were read this. So yeah, will the game sell well? So we just discussed that. I think it will sell due to the hype and stuff. Does it have a great storyline that hooks players? I think that's the biggest thing, right? You know, people are very fond of Warcraft 3 because that campaign was probably the best RTS campaign I've ever played in my life. That was so good, right? And I always like to go back to that campaign every couple of years because it was just such a good campaign and a lot of fun to play. So that, I think that's what, you know, you need something to hook players. And that is what I believe King Art Games are trying to do. They do have John French, which is a Black Library author, made some really good books there. So I think, you know, based on his catalogue, the story should be good. So we'll see how it goes. So I think, you know, and it does appear that King Art Games have said specifically that they are focusing on PvE and the campaign experience first, which I believe that they should be doing, because, you know, you want to get people interested in the game and hooked in the game first before they then transition into multiplayer, right? The other thing I think is big, especially for this day and age, guys, is onboarding. When am I flying out to Japan? I'm going to be going to Japan, guys, hopefully in April, if everything goes to plan. Next couple of days, I'm expecting an email to say, "Hey, you've got the certificate of eligibility, great." Or they'll say, "Sorry, you failed." I really hope that's not the case. If that is the case, I haven't planned for that, so I'll have to think about it. But we'll come to it. If, you know, I'll decide what to do if it comes to that. But anyway, yeah, onboarding is the next biggest thing I would say for like Dawn of War 4. How easy is to get people into the RTS? Is it got a good tutorial? Because the one thing I always have an issue with when I play a new RTS game, or any game for that fact, is do I understand how the game works? You know, I don't want to be jumping into it the first time and feeling like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm getting really frustrated. This doesn't make any sense. I'm getting destroyed by the AI or I'm rushed by the AI and I didn't have time to understand this game mechanic or whatever. So they need to like have really good onboarding, you know, really reduce the amount of pressure new players feel. And they also need to cater people that have never played an RTS ever, you know, because the current generations that are growing up, they've grown up playing things like Minecraft, Fortnite, MOBAs, all those kinds of things, you know. They're not really, I guess, grew up in, I guess, in the golden age of RTS. So, and there's a lot more games these days as well, a lot more competition, so it's going to be very hard to try and get people into an RTS, just in general, I think. Oh, do you think you'll change your mind? No, I'm dead set on wanting to do it, but I'm just thinking, you know, if the government turns around Orange Cookie and says, "Hey, Hans, we don't want you to come to the country. We're not going to give you the certificate eligibility," for whatever reason, it could happen. I don't know why they would, but that might be the case. Then I won't be able to study at this school that I wanted to study at in April. So I'll have to find out, figure out something else. Yeah. So yeah, onboarding, and then yeah, is the game set up to foster a strong multiplayer scene? Is another point I'd be raising. So, does it have observer mode, replay mode? Is there in-game rewards for being good at doing well in the game? Like, let's say if you manage to reached top 10 rank, do you get a cool cosmetic or something for your forces? Those kinds of things. Does the game have that? You know, because if it doesn't have any of those things on launch, then it's not going to help cater to this multiplayer scene. People that want to get into it competitively will be turned off and go back to other games because, you know, there's no reason for them to play, right? You know, you want maybe tournaments or leagues, things for them to work towards to get better. And we do know, though, so for Dawn of War 4, we do know that replays and observer mode is coming. Whether that's coming for launch is anybody's guess, so we don't know if that's going to be out yet. And then we've got, will modding be available? You know, I think modding is a good, you know, sign of if a game will do well. If there's modding available, it keeps people invested into the game. They keep making fun game modes or their own custom missions or own units, things like that, to keep the player base engaged. If there is no modding available, then, you know, that's not good. You know, I think modding is really important. Is there enough content and features for the game at launch? For Dawn of War 4, 100% yes. There's 70 campaign missions, 4 factions at launch, over 100 units and structures, all that kind of thing. The other kind of points is legacy and also funding as well that I wanted to talk more about, which we'll go into that later. And if you're interested in my thoughts on that, I'll be making that video hopefully in the near future. I feel like Co 3 is very lacking on the DLC, yeah? Old mate Watson, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Cheers, dude. Tempest Rising and Iron Harvest fell flat because people wouldn't give it too much of a chance as an OIP. Dawn of War and Age of Empires 4 have a nostalgia hook. Love it or hate it, it brings in the crowds. Yeah, I would agree with you, 100%. Yeah, I think new IPs are so hard to launch off the ground, man. Like, if it's Iron Harvest and Tempest Rising, yeah, both IP. You could argue Tempest Rising might have the fan base of World of Scythe, but that's a board game. And then Tempest Rising is like spiritual successor to CNC Command & Conquer. But nothing's been done with the CNC franchise in forever, so most people have gone now. Why can't I actually start a multiplayer match? It won't let me start a multiplayer match right now. Restart my game, something's bugged. And he's going to have a permanent mark on his Japanese record if he changes his mind seconds. Let's hope not. Oh, God. I hope they'll let me stay, man. I'm a good person. I'm a good human. Oh, you've got a replay, Isa? Let me have a look. You popped it on the chat? Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's go do your replay next, shall we? Okay. Documents. But I'm curious, guys, what do you think? Do you think Dawn of War 4, rather, is going to do well? Do you think it's going to start off and be successful? Because I think the initial hype will be there, but I'm also kind of worried that if people, if they do like an open beta, people play it and try it free, they will come away with a bad impression. I always go on about this, that the first impression for a new game is so important. And I feel like any kind of alpha or beta should only be accessible, I think, to the die-hard fans that want the game to succeed, not the general public. Because as soon as the general public get hand of something, they expect it to be good. And they'll have that first impression. If it's shit, you know, if there's something, if it looks clunky, let's say the animations, the melee animations in Dawn of War 3 look really bad, for instance, they'll remember that and think, oh no, this is going to be bad. I'm not going to touch it when it comes out. And I'm really worried about that kind of thing happening, you know? That's what I'm really concerned about. So that, and I'm also thinking about, will Deep Silver, who are publishing Dawn of War 4, who are under, I think, Koch Media, Embracer Group, they're under Embracer Group, right? How good will the funding be? And the marketing, will they be putting billboards out, posters in bus stops? Will they be putting TV ads on, ads in streaming services for Dawn of War 4? I think I might have seen a couple of ads on YouTube or something like that for Dawn of War already. But you know, leading up to release, I think there needs to be that kind of like hype. I think as well. Oh my, what's that? I think it'll be good. I think King Art have enough experience after Iron Harvest, but we're eager to prove themselves on a big. Yeah, I agree. I think they know where they went wrong with Iron Harvest. I think it was a good learning block for them. And hopefully they'll be able to take it to the next stage. Like from their AMA, Ask Me Anything sessions, they've had one in October and one in December. They have said that they want the game to do really well. They want it to be as good as it can be at launch, which is very reassuring. We can't have another situation like with Relic and Company Heroes 2, right? Where it comes out, it's half-baked, missing assets. You've got, Sherman looking like a Panzer IV in Army customized skins section or something, whatever it was called. Things like that, it just leaves a really bad taste in people's mouths. It looks like the devs don't care, or it was, So we need a good, very good first impression. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's jump into this next game. We're watching Isa. He's playing Brits. We're giving him feedback on his game. I feel like Dawn of War is even more exaggerated. Almost like Code 2 and Code 3, they have similar core concepts, but many different. I also worried that the game might be dumbed down also. That's another concern, I guess, of Dawn of War 4. I think it might be dumbed down too much. I do feel like there needs to be, like I say, good onboarding, easy for new people to get into, but I think it might, like the cover system might be really basic. Like with Co, you've got like, yellow, green, no cover, things like that. In Dawn War 4, I think it's just like you've got like these platforms you get into and that's it. And then you either in cover or you're not in cover. And I don't know if cover will be directional, things like that. I don't want it to be. Yeah, I want there to be enough. There needs to be enough depth to the game that people, like competitive players like me, can get into it and be like, all right, this is sick. I can do this. I can do this strategy. I can do that strategy. Or I could, I'm worried that there's going to be like everyone's just going to be doing like abusing the meta of like spamming this one unit because it's overpowered at the moment or whatever. There needs to be maybe soft and hard counters, things like that. I think. But anyway, let's jump into the game. Here we go. We're watching Isa, and watching his perspective. He's playing Brits. Don't want to be as simple as the Age of Sigmar artists. Yeah, that was another one, wasn't it? I actually thought that game looked good, and I had fun playing the campaign of that. But once again, multiplayer, it just felt like there wasn't enough depth to it, Like with Co, also you've got one thing that Company Heroes does well, especially Co 3, is this whole battle group system, right? Now, Dawn of War 4 isn't going to have that kind of thing, which is, I think, a mistake. But instead they have stratagems, and it's like, okay, I've got an orbital bombard. It's going to be like more like Company Heroes 2, where you've got like set abilities that unlock based on how many requisition points you unlock, right? Whereas I think the battle group system is so much better because it adds a lot of strategic depth to it. So we'll see if they, if they'll, once the game comes out, will they expand on the stratagem system that they have and give it more depth? Because I think it would be a very good idea. Because you could be, I don't know, let's say you're playing Chaos. Let's say they bring out the Chaos faction in Dawn of War 4. And then you could have the battle group system would be like, you want to go Nurgle, Death Guard? Do you want to go Khorne, World Eaters? Or do you want to go, I don't know, Thousand Suns and Zeech or something like that, as battle group picks? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so you've good routed him off. You're getting flanked here. Actually, engaging this squad with both sappers here was not a bad idea. Because there's only going to be the one window here, so getting all that close DPS on that squad is fine. want to turn the MG to cover that. Get your sappers slightly closer. The closer they are, the more DPS they'll be doing. But yeah, this is a bad engagement for him. Also, move yourself over to the left. This MG shooting you from the half track, so, you know, you could be hiding behind a building, so this couldn't be doing any damage to you. Focusing it down as well. Should be jumping over the... Yeah, should be trying to chase this. You're not going to be killing it at this range, so that 100% there, ISA, should have been a wipe. But you just didn't bother moving the squads. You see him retreating around here. You had plenty of time to vault that wall, get on his retreat path to ensure getting the wipe, and you didn't. Big mistake. That could have been as an easy wipe that you had there that you just let slip. But you weren't aggressive enough.
Recce package here.
Total War Warhammer 40. Yeah, I don't know, man. I wasn't that impressed by the in-game footage I saw of Total War Warhammer 40k. It's something that I really wanted as well, because I'm a big fan of Total War. Like, I've got hundreds of hours in Total Warhammer 3. Played a lot of Shogun 2, Empire, and Three Kingdoms as well. Capturing here. I mean, you could get your MG... Why are you retreating your MG? MG is fairly healthy. Wouldn't be retreating that. I'd be putting the MG here, getting the sappers to maybe wire off the bit of cover. You've got a unit of some kind that is capturing up the left, so you need to try and maybe harass that. Do like that you're putting down a mine. That's good. Oh, this guy's overextended. He might lose his squad there. That is so lucky that the squad lived. So you've got anti-tank grenades here. You should be moving forward and cutting off his retreat path. If you stay here, he could probably just turn and run away. But you're not pushing to this location here to cut off his only way to retreat on around the left-hand side. You might just kill him here if he just forgets, but... Probably should get that anyway. No, he did get away. So you've always got to be, you know, anticipating that something could potentially get away. And you need to do everything in your power to stop that being an eventuality. So you need to be chasing, which you didn't. You let him just wander off. You didn't bother chase. You didn't cut off his retreat either. So, you know, that was fairly unlucky you weren't able to kill that just on your small arms fire anyway. But that can happen. Your squads might miss their shots. So you need to try and chase if you can. So that's, again, the second opportunity there this game already. And it's not even 5 minutes long that you already missed a chance to get a wipe.
The enemy have taken our territory.
Pay attention, lazy buggers.
I wouldn't be leading with your machine gun here. You're leading with the machine gun. You should be, this section should be leading forward. You've already used the flare, which is good, I guess, because that means you're scouting ahead and looking for threats. But you shouldn't, never lead with your machine gun. You get your sappers. Your sappers generally have decent, line of sight. All kind of your engineers, your scout, pyros, things like that. They all generally have decent LOS. And the section with the recce package will have an extra +5 vision as well. So you want to be leading with these guys, because if your MG leads, let's say a squad's coming in the opposite direction, it's going to get possibly caught with its pants down.
Alright, we're ready.
So don't lead with your machine gun. Always, scout ahead with units first.
Flags raised.
Here's where I'd be putting maybe down another mine. We saw that a motorcycle is in the area. It might come back down and try and cap this territory again. A mine over here would be good to catch it.
Rifle section ready. Come on, you pensioner.
Yeah, you kind of want the MG to be, to get the jump on your opponent, so you can get the suppression. Because if you suppress a unit, it then takes that unit practically out of the fight because it's then useless. If your opponent sees your MG, they'll back away from it. So this sapper squad is probably too low health to push here. And here what I would have had is this sapper squad should have been maybe on the left-hand side giving vision on this area. You've been surprised by this assault granny coming around the angle because you've not given yourself full vision in front of this machine gun, right? So you've been caught off guard here. Also, this squad is too low health to be pushing in like that. Yes, this squad is suppressed, but the motorcycle's hitting it on the flank there. There's that 250 that was doing a bit of damage as well. And now it's going to have to retreat past the assault grenadiers, who could easily probably finish it off with just MP40s alone on the retreat path, or they could lob a bunch of assault grenades and wipe the squad that way as well.
Victory point under enemy control.
Yeah, that's probably a dead squad, yeah.
Lost contact with our sappers. Additional detachments of engineers are making their way to the front line. Corporal fight! Anti-tank weapon and crew.
He's repairing the bike. Shoot the. Whenever you see something being repaired, if you can shoot the guys repairing, you should always shoot the guys repairing rather than whatever they are repairing. Because if you'd focus those guys down, they would drop like bang instantly. You know, every shot would probably kill a model, pretty much. So you probably could have wiped that Pioneer squad right then if you decided to focus it.
Maintain separation. Point towers, that time of day.
The beggars are threatening a fuel point.
AT gun out, good. Expecting some armor. I mean, you haven't got any AT at the moment from any of the units, so getting this solid AT gun out is nice, but you'd want probably some mines on its flank. So I'd like to see maybe a mine here, here, maybe here on your flank as well.
What's the task?
Always eager to
Bren gun upgrade is fine as well for your section. Okay, you've spotted a machine gun. Possibly could crawl out of this. This is where I'd be getting maybe the sapper squad to here, because he's probably going to want to turn this MG to face this squad, and your sapper squad's up to here. As soon as it turns, it's ready to push in. Here it's a bit too far back to be able to take advantage of the MG turning around. Also, you could jump into this building pretty quickly just to see if he has relocated the machine gun, get a bit of vision. Will you jump into the building?
bloody machine gun. Get out.
Okay, he hasn't turned.
Down we go. Get on hitch.
Okay, you got yourself a truck out. It's good for reinforcement. Yeah, medical's fine for this, yeah. I like to see a forward medical. I think this, you gotta be careful putting the MG here because this hedgerow might block its line of sight.
We're roaring to go.
Better to be, you know, if you're never sure about it, just better to reposition it. Pop it here. It can focus that whole area here. It might only be able to shoot this little angle, right? Because this hedgerow's blocking its side. You might not, you know, it's always a bit something you might want to be
Has our victory point.
cautious about. Okay, see an assault squad coming in. Jump yourself in cover.
In contact. Call up support.
Jerry's got it.
Fire back.
So here, I would probably want. I mean, dropping a flare over here is good because you're just trying to see what is capturing that, getting some vision. But as soon as this squad starts to try and push you, I'd probably be kiting back because I know this guy here is very good in close quarters combat. I also now see a Gustus Torres squad coming in, so if I were you, I'd be kiting this back. I'd come over here, drop your troops off here, focus this squad down first. This squad's already quite low, this assault squad. Focus that down, and then get every one of your squads then to focus the Gustas. Let's see what you do there. But you're going to stay in the fight. You're not reacting to the grenades. A bit late on the reaction there. These guys need to be out to assist in this fight. Yeah. Not retreating these guys. Late reaction on these guys. Big time.
Orders complete.
Got your MG there. That's terrible use of the Gustas, man.
Infantry has us ready.
Anti-tank gun. Kind of left on its own over here on the right-hand side. You forgot, you know, if you never want your AT guns on the front line without any support. You've got your MG there that can turn and cover the retreat, but you know, you should have backed your AT gun up when you transitioned over to the left here.
We're losing crew. Attention.
Right, sticky grenade here. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Again, no sticky grenade. Could have lobbed one maybe then. Didn't lob it.
Come on then.
Commander, orders done. Territory lost.
Hit the ground.
Good jump into cover here.
Enemy troopers. Get
Not seen him come over to the left-hand side at all with a sweeper. and you've had opportunity here to put down some mines. You have double sappers. There's no reason for you not, you know. Again, lack of mines.
Unlocking production of Stuart light tanks.
Pushing forward your MG again is risky. Yeah, I'm not liking this. You've got all your support weapons. Your truck is completely exposed. What if an 8-rad or any kind of vehicle come rushing through here? This med truck is screwed. You know? Completely exposed. No, nothing here to cover this flank. You're in trouble there. Your whole infantry army is on the left. You could get absolutely massacred here if your opponent came in for a flank on this angle. You'd not be in a position to cover that.
For fuck's sake!
Okay, I see you applying mines now, which is good, but you're putting them too close together. Never put mines this close together. And never build mines when under fire. Yeah, that's a dead sapper squad.
Field on your word.
Once again here, you could lob down a sticky bomb here to help kill the motorcycle. Do you not realize you have sticky bombs?
The beggars are threatening a
You could have killed this motorcycle 3 or 4 times over already right now.
victory point lost. The enemy has control.
It's gonna get away again. Okay, you might. Okay, at least you got your sappers to focus it down then. You saw it trying to retreat and you focused it down there, so that was good. But yeah, don't forget, you know, sticky bomb pretty much almost one-shots a motorcycle. And if it doesn't one-shot it, it brings it down to like 10-20% HP, and it's on engine critical. It won't be able to run away from you. You can easily finish off with small arms fire.
Are being called up.
So you've gone for heavy armor.
We're losing a victory.
You've got light vehicle withdrawn refit. Crusader AA medium tanks could be
Point
an
belongs
option.
to the enemy.
You're teching for a 17-pound. Okay, this is weird. Why are you teching for a 17-pounder this early in the game? There is no reason in hell why you'd get a 17-pounder this early in a match. You've not even seen any tanks or any vehicle, even light vehicles apart from the motorcycle. So there's no reason to be getting the 17-pounder at this point. You already have an anti-tank gun, right? Great. You've already got infantry squads with sticky bombs, and you've got the ability to put mines. That's more than enough, right? It's super. There's no, you should be doing this. Is putting you on the back foot by doing this, right? This is costing you 100 manpower.
I farted and a poopy almost slipped out.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, I lost perspective. Okay. Oh my god. Right, so yeah, don't go for a 17-pounder this early, right? Don't go for a 17-pounder, guys. Like, you should be getting maybe a Crusader out
I
as your
stood
first
outside
fight.
with my peener out, like usual. That's when I hear the bells approaching of the peener snipper guy.
What are these freaking... Who is playing this? It's fucking Elfmate Watson. What the fuck? What are these things, man? Jesus Christ. No one's ever played these on my... Apologies, I'm late for this HelpingHans stream. Just back from... No, oh, kickboxing. How did you do, Bacon? Don't mind me. Old mate Watson derailing the stream. First time here. Instantly derails the stream. Thanks, bro. So what was I on about? Right, 17-pounder. Yeah, so don't get it out. Like, you know, there's no need to take for this early. You want to be putting the aggression on. You want the Crusader. You get the 17-pounder out when you're up against, like, lots of different tanks. You're up against, like, heavy slow tanks, maybe like a Panther, Tiger, things like that, or maybe multiple Panzer IIIs with a lot of mine support. You've not even seen a single one of those things at the moment, so 17-pounder is massively overkill. First thing you should be buying is probably Crusader. And then, you know, using a Crusader, you know, if a Panzer III was to come out, then use your Crusader along with your anti-tank gun. Then maybe go for a Grant. And then, you know, if there's more Panzer III, that's when you maybe want to go for a 17-pounder. Too early at the moment in the build.
Stuart's light tanks are ready for mustering.
So you've gone for Stuart light tanks as well here. Okay, that again, that's another weird choice because that's another 100 fuel. So you've spent 200 and 30 fuel right now into side tech and not an actual unit. You could have had a Crusader out, to be honest, at this point in the game, and been applying a pressure with that vehicle. Crusader is better than the Stuart. The only reason you maybe get a Stuart over a Crusader is if you're getting it maybe for the tank commander buff, and for that maybe reconnaissance scan and stuff like that. But if you have the tech advantage, which you do, because you've had good fuel control with this game, with having this +10, start spamming out Crusaders, and then maybe getting your armor vehicle training. Gravity Dog, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. Cheers, buddy. Where's my Iron Cross? There you go. Here's an Iron Cross for you. There you go. Enjoy. You have your Iron Cross. If you stay subbed, you'll be upgraded to a Knight's Cross as well, Knight's Holder, and the Grand Iron Cross. Oh, right. So there you guys go. Yeah. So don't do this. Yeah. Don't buy these techs. Like if you're gonna, it's waste of resources if you buy the tech and don't actually even get something from it as well. So I could see maybe not going tier 4 and just starting spamming Stuarts instead could have been a strat, but you built both. You either do one or the other. You don't try and do both because you're putting yourself behind needlessly here. Let's keep going. So I got really distracted about Pinars and whatever else.
Our victory point is being overrun. Victory point lost. The enemy has control.
Okay, right, so here I see a bunker, anti-tank gun, should be started to attack that immediately. Attack ground on that, maybe. This is where you would be dropping maybe a flare in the sky to give vision for your anti-tank gun so it can easily shoot this. Let's see if you do it. Perfect, that's good. There you go, now you can manually shoot so it'll be more accurate. Good, that's good. Nice play there, nice. One thing I would just say is I'm a bit concerned that you don't really have any units on your right flank. You've got all your infantry, your whole infantry army is on the left. Kind of split your force up a little bit more. Maybe you have a couple of squads over here covering this flank, another couple of squads covering that, so you're not getting quite out here. Did you finish it off? They got a mortar. Mortar can keep beat barraging. Yeah, that's fine.
Orders complete.
When the mortar damages it, you can get your anti-tank gun to attack it, because the mortar hits it, it reveals it, and then your anti-tank gun can hit it. Or you could attack ground as well, which is also solid. There you go. Down. Nice. Are you getting flanked on the left here again? Not sure why you're not engaging this squad here. This squad probably going to have to retreat through your lines here. So good opportunity here to wipe here. So there's something you can do here. This squad's running past you. You have a rifle grenade available, so you could time this rifle grenade. This is more of a high skilled ability, kind of like a more advanced tip here. But if you get good at this, it'll help you get wipes and help you win games. Use the rifle grenade, time it to the retreat path. You've got to try and figure out how long it takes for a unit to retreat into where you're aiming for the rifle grenade. But if you do time it well, you're pretty much guaranteed to wipe this squad.
Awaited orders.
Starting requisition of Bishop's self-propelled guns.
We can also see there's another MG bunker over here, so I might move this squad into this building to get vision of this bunker, so and you can then start killing this this next machine gun nest over here. So now, yeah, 17 again. There's no vehicles on the field, right? Why are you getting a 17 pounder out when there's no enemy vehicles spotted on the field? It's complete waste. I mean, it can be, I guess, useful at killing the bunker, but I mean, it's overkill. You can use a 6 pounder for the job. Now you're taking for bishops. Okay, so here we have an assault grenadier squad, massively overextended, already down to half health. If I were you, I would keep my distance. I'd bring in maybe another squad to his retreat path so we can ensure the wipe. The sappers also have now got veteran C1, which means they have got access to their Mills bomb, so that's another thing that you could lob on their retreat path to get a wipe here. But it looks like you're letting this squad just stay alive. You could be bringing other squads over here to ensure the wipe of this unit. You know, like this squad. And now he's going to retreat and survive his retreat path.
Pay attention. The beggars are threatening a fuel point.
Yeah.
got contact with the bloody enemy!
Yeah, honestly, you could if you played your cards right here, you could have easily wiped this squad as well. Right, so this artillery piece is going to counter-fire you, so you need to make sure you're constantly relocating your support units here.
Territory sector lost, Commander.
You've not moved your med truck. Could be capturing this. What's stopping you capturing this? 200 fuel in the bank.
The beggars are threatening a munitions point.
Could potentially go for recon artillery. That would be quite good because you could drop recon artillery on top of his artillery piece in the back, and if he doesn't tow it, you're going to get a kill on it. That could be, and you've got a lot of munitions, 200 munitions in the bag, so you could go for like radio net and then go for recon artillery maybe.
A fuel point is being overrun.
I like, yeah, good use of smoke, so you can cap this point without this machine gun nest, stopping you, basically. But again, why are you not using your AT gun and your mortar to kill this? This is just, you've got time here to easily neutralize this bunker, and you haven't done that yet. Once again, no mines. That's the only mine you've laid. You've not laid any more mines down here at all. Now you should retreat. You're not going to be able to get the cap here at all. Looks like he just did some friendly fire in his own unit then. Let's fast forward this. Yeah, don't ever do these mines, like these 3 mines. Okay, so the reason why you don't put these many mines is a couple of reasons. One, if he does come over with a sweeper, he'll spot all 3 of them rather than just the one. The second reason is that mines might trigger other mines, and therefore you might not get best value out of them all, right? So you want to put like maybe 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Don't ever clump mines like this. This is a bad idea.
We are losing a victory point to enemy action. Royal Engineers trained and
If you watch high-level people play Company Heroes, you'll never see them do this. You'll never see them clump all their mines like that. Okay, so what we got going here? Okay, good. You have done recon artillery. It looks like you've killed the truck here as well. Oh, it's perfect. There you go. Job. Oh, great. Nice.
we're losing a munitions point. Jerry has 300 points remaining. We've lost the sector to the enemy.
Need to relocate here. Okay, that was bad. You didn't react to this. I don't know why all your infantry is sat inside your truck here either. You had probably time to tow that away as well. It looks like you were panicking, so that wasn't good. You kind of lost your an important unit there, and you've lost your Vickers. At this point, actually, now the 70-pounder makes sense because Marders are on the field. 70-pounder dunks on Marders, and it will zone the Marders out of the area. But now it's lost. It's kind of sucks. Have you fired the Bishop yet? 0 kills.
Present and accounted for, sir.
Territory lost. Commander, we have artillery on standby. Victory point.
Ate a grenade there. Careless loss of a unit.
Maybe they'll give us a little tune-up first. Right, Gary Panda! Right fucking there!
Yeah, that was bad. Same issue there. You had this here forward. You then turned it round, showed your ass to them so they had better damage on you as well. If you get attacked, you just reverse straight back. Another issue is you didn't have vision, so you're kind of surprised by those 2 Marders. So you've just thrown away one of your vehicles here. No. Why you haven't tried to take up this bunker yet with your anti-tank gun that's been on the field for ages and not doing anything? You did it earlier, great. Why did you do it once and then not continuously do that throughout the course of the game? You seem to, you did the right thing initially, but then you've just completely forgotten to do it. And here comes a really nasty flank. And hey, what did I say earlier? A mine here. No, none of his guys have got sweepers. If he hit a mine, all of his guys would probably have been slowed down by this. It would have bought you time to then turn around. You're now getting fucked by this west flank here. And you totally deserve it, this, because you just did not prepare for this at all.
Our 17-pounder peasant has been decrewed. Our anti-tank gun crew has been killed.
Totally deserved getting absolutely wrecked then. It's harsh, but it's true. You totally deserve that.
With haste. The enemy
Nothing here to cover your flank. And you got rightfully punished for it. Hopefully that'll teach you a lesson.
Work done. Now what?
We're losing a munitions point.
Now, Matilda generally is pretty good against infantry. There are a lot of martyrs on the field, so I kind of feel like you need to back the Matilda up with maybe the 17-pounder here.
Point is being overrun.
That'd be a good. Matilda in the city here might do well against all these vehicles as well. Oh, there's so many dead Shermans in the city here. Not recruit. Okay, you're getting the recruit there.
Machine gun has been deployed for you. We're losing a fuel point.
Oh, dude.
In place and ready.
The enemy has claimed a sector.
On me, lads.
Same problem here. Looks like you're going to push your entire army and down the left flank. So now your right flank is exposed. You're going to have no vision around this area. So he's just going to come round and hit you in the opposite side now.
Shifting the business end. Work done. Now what?
Should leave your MG covering this flank and maybe an anti-tank gun covering this flank.
Points available.
But this is good though. Good combined arms usage. You got your 17-pounder there. That's zoning out the martyrs. You got a kill on a martyr. The Matilda's there. It's just that I'm just so paranoid that you've got your whole flank exposed. I like good combined arms, but you don't need your whole army here. These two units could be over here. A couple of mines down. Got that flank covered. You know, jobs are good with that machine gun. Attack ground. Remember to try and reverse this into combat. If you reverse it into combat, it'll all be already kind of generally be facing the direction that you want it to, rather than have to stop and turn around. When it has to stop and turn around, it's much slower.
100 points.
Could be building yourself a forward assembly station as well here to get your Matilda repaired faster.
Victory point is in enemy hand. Reporting. The beggars are threatening a munitions point.
This is a bit of a waste of your recon artillery. You're spending 150 munitions here just to try and push him off the victory point. You could easily push him off the victory point with maybe the machine gun and the sapper squad. Giving vision for the machine gun, it'll chase off any squad there. You want to be utilising this recon artillery when you do a big assault. When you maybe do it like you did earlier, because the first time you used it on that big artillery piece in the back, and you killed it and completely wiped it. That was a really good use of it. Here it was a wasted use, I think.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
I mean, look, you could have dropped it here. Look, you got his med truck, get the cannon.
Stuart's light tank, tracked and ready.
Right, Stuart. Still haven't repaired your Matilda for some reason, which is a priority for sure. Sapper's just sitting around.
Attention!
All right, pop your head out. Get some sun. Ready for more.
Yeah.
Hold on
We
it.
are losing territory. Damnation. Commander, we have artillery on standby.
He's fucking gone!
The beggars are threatening.
Here comes a tiger. So, 17-pounder is perfect thing to fight a tiger. You got your Stuart over here, but I kind of want your Stuart closest to your 17-pounder, so it's providing that vision bonus for the 17-pounder. If it's on the left, maybe. I mean, I guess if it's like here, slightly closer on here, it's giving more vision on that tiger. It's not actually in the worst location there, to be honest. Oh, there he goes. Tiger dead. That's probably a prime example of how not to use a tiger. He had it pushed forward, unsupported, didn't have anything to fight. You know, as soon as a 70-pounder fired one shot, that tiger should have been sent packing, but he kept it in the engagement for some reason. He didn't even use smoke here to blind the 17-pounder. He didn't use his artillery as well to hit the 17-pounder either. Stuart's providing vision on this this bunker here that she should now maybe get the 17-pounder to start killing.
Victory point belongs to the enemy. We're losing a munitions point to enemy.
So you got an armada there. Always reposition as well. You've just fired 2 shots and got the kill on that Mardo, I think. Great. Now he knows it's there. So if I were you, I would reposition after you reveal like a location like that. Because if I were him, I would now try and bombard that location with his artillery, which I think he's now doing. I would then pick this up and then move it maybe to the other side of the map. Oh, he's recovered the Tiger. Where's the 17-pounder? 17-pounder could have been towed to push up to this point and probably finished the Tiger off then if you had, you know, moved it in conjunction with your units. But yeah, it seems to be game. Yeah, you just, again, too passive, too exposed on your flanks, still not putting down enough mines in your key locations. You did put down a couple, but you're doing them wrong. You're putting down very aggressive mines. You're not putting any defensive mines down. And yeah, you got really punished for that, so hopefully that taught you a lesson. Don't tech strangely. You know, you went you kind of teching a bit all over the place earlier on. Probably just get yourself a Crusader out first and then transition from there into whatever you feel like you need. Maybe a Bishop, maybe the 17-pounder afterwards. You did again, I don't understand why you did the right thing initially with killing that first bunker, but then you just didn't bother to follow through and kill the other bunkers in the exact same way that you did beforehand, which I was really puzzled about. Like, you did the right thing, and then you completely just forgot to do it again. And I guess that's what, you know, makes a good player, is that they are consistent. If you know, doing one thing, you know, just once is all well and good, but if you can't keep doing it throughout the game, then you're always going to be second rate. You need to, you know, always remember to keep putting mines throughout the game, keep pushing up with your units, using combined arms, you know, not forgetting to do some of the basic stuff. And thanks again to Gravity Dog for the sub. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, man. Did my chat break? Or is everybody quiet right now? Hello? Okay, people are there. Also, and if you keep your Steward provides a command aura as well around your friendly units. So putting it, you know, I think it increases its fire rate slightly as well if you put the Steward in range or close proximity to your 17-pounder. So that's another reason why you want the Steward closest to your 17-pounder. Oh, and Asa, yeah, try and chase squads down. You know, think about you think about the fact that, okay, this guy's got this squad is so overextended, it's going to have to retreat through my units. Can I get more units on that retreat path to ensure wiping this squad, right? Because that will really improve your gameplay. If you can make sure to, take the opportunities that present themselves to you, you'll do a lot better. You'll get a lot more wipes, and you'll be winning more games. You know, there's a few times that game, like the motorcycle should have been killed a lot sooner. A couple of squads that were overextended, an assault grenadier and a panzer gren, you could have easily wiped them had you got more squads on the retreat and you used your grenades on the retreat path. Try and attempt to do that if you can. Is everybody shy? Right, how long have we been live? I think, guys, I'm going to take a short break, actually. I'm going to go for some dinner now, I think. I don't think we've got anyone else submitting replays, right? I'm quite hungry, so... yeah. Fantastic. That was everybody's replays done today. About 3 or 4. Just like this clip. Oh, God, what's this clip? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is yeah, this is a clip that is actually putting out as a short. I think I already put it out as a short today, actually, on YouTube or TikTok. But this is a prime example. This is Havoc, a very good player in Company Heroes 3 at the moment. And you can see him getting his units on the retreat part of this Panzer Grenadier squad. Look what he does here. Okay. So you can see Panzer Grenadier squad, retreating part. There we go, and there he gets the wipe, okay? So that is exactly why, guys, and every one of you guys playing Company Heroes 3 or 2, whatever, because you can do this in these games as well. Another game in like Company Heroes 2 with grenadier rifle grenades, or just assault grenades, or whatever have you. Try and get those grenades on the tree, because it's always worth. It's you're spending 30 munitions, 40 max, right? If you can get a wipe, do it. You know, if you increase your chance of wiping, this is a high value score. This is a Panzer grenade. This is you know, a Wehrmacht Panzer grenadier. So this is an expensive, more of an elite infantry squad. So getting the wipe on this is really important. So yeah, rifle grenade. Try and predict the retreat path, and then yeah, you might, you know, it does take a bit of practice. So you might, you know, maybe get a friend of yours, go in a custom game and practice trying to do this. But this is more of like, I would say, definitely a higher skilled thing to do. But if you can do this consistently, you'll get lots more wipes, and if you kill squads, you'll be winning more games. So there you go. Yeah, and he chases them as well. Yeah, so don't. So this squad here. So this squad here is chasing. This one's doing the rifle grenade. And then both squads, as soon as he's done that rifle grenade, both squads are pushing forward to keep chasing. So they stay within range of that squad for longer, ensuring they get more shots in, and therefore increasing the chances of wiping the squad. There you go. Yep. Right, lads, yeah, I'm going to take a break and have some dinner because I'm super hungry, and I'll be back maybe in an hour or two, and I'll do some more games. I might play something else tonight, though. We've done 3 hours of code just now. I'm thinking I might... I have been playing a bit of Age of Mythology lately. I've been playing through that for the first time ever, so I might keep playing some Age of Mythology, but I'm super hungry. See you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, I've got more YouTube content coming out this week. I've got like a Company Heroes 2 match coming out this week on YouTube, as well as 2 matches, normal matches and stuff as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did enjoy the content, please consider following the channel. Greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see me do more of these sessions, or have your own replays casted, rather not really casted, analyzed, because this is I don't do casts on Tuesdays. I train, so I'm giving you guys feedback. So don't submit your replays, guys, if you just want me to you know, cast them. I only really cast pro level games, but if you want feedback, Tuesday is the day to do that, and you can submit your replays on my Discord channel. And this, let me just show you guys here, !Discord. On my Discord channel, I've got a thread here called co-replays. Follow the instructions, they're pretty straightforward. And I'll do your replay next Tuesday if you submit it. That does, however, all depend if there is an update. If Reddit does an update, that means any replays prior to that update are null and void, so we can't watch them again. So that is unfortunate. But yeah, if you do want your replays analysed and feedback given, I do it most Tuesdays after 4 o'clock PMT. PM GMT. New time zone I just made up. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in a bit. Let's go see if we can raid somebody. Who's live? I'm going to grab some food, and then I'll be back in a bit. Alpern is playing some Code 2, I think. Let's go raid. He's playing a high-level Company Heroes 2 match. Let's go raid Alpern. Who's got Sturmtiger? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Alpern Sturmtiger, 1v1. All right. Catch you guys in a bit. Have a good one. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.